welcome to TableStory Neon Scream.
What is
How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the show. Jay just had a really weird conversation with me before we went live. So my mind is boggled.
You are making me feel like a
happened.
crazy man.
I
was just like, hey, Wack, I was being sensitive to what I thought your feelings were. And you were like, that's fucking insane, Jay. Like, you were just like, shut the fuck up.
No. Brad brought me on to TableStory with you because he was like, let's get Wack. He doesn't have feelings, just like me. Let's bring him in. There's no feelings. We'll bring him in, and then we'll outnumber you. It'll be great.
That's what it is. I'm the Care Bear up in Canada, and they're the two corporate people.
Oh my god!
I'm the one that eventually gets like booted out, and they've got the suits on, like just staring down at me, Yakuza TableStory style.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. If you've never seen the show before, we do the Sprawl RPG. It's a Cyberpunk RPG stuff. It's going to be good times. It's good times. And
it's good as Cyberpunk can be.
Yeah. Which is fantastic. Okay. Okay. It's great. It's good stuff. As you guys notice, Mav is not going to be joining us tonight. She had something come up. She'll be joining us next week.
My God.
So she'll be joining us next week. But I'm super happy that that's going to happen, and we'll see how that goes. But tonight we do have some new characters joining the roster.
I'm so ready.
We're gonna have some new characters joining the roster. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be good. I'm excited. I'm ready. Except for being on roll 20. That's the only thing I'm not ready to be. Why would I be on roll 20? I had it open and I closed the window for some reason and I forgot to reopen it.
I feel proud right now.
Yeah. So let's go around the room. Let's do some intros and any announcements that anybody may have. Jay, do you have any announcements or anything you want to talk about?
I'm going to become a professional Fortnite player. Wacksteven and I had a heated discussion 10 minutes ago about being my duo partner. He's announced that he will be. Starting tonight, right after the stream. No, I'm kidding. I don't think I have any announcements other than Ni no Kuni 2 is really awesome.
Is it good?
It looks cool.
I need to watch that. Have you been playing it in the morning?
Yeah, it's really, really fun.
Okay, I'll catch that.
It's really cool.
Are there difficulty settings?
I want to say no. I didn't look anything into it.
Yeah, they didn't have that in the first one, did they?
No.
First one was way too easy. That's my only complaint.
It's like mega easy as well. They did a Final Fantasy VII map system though, world map. So you little chibi dudes running around, which is really annoying. But no, I have like no announcements on my end.
Okay. Dan?
Hi, I'm Domestic Dan, and I don't really have any announcements outside of tomorrow's stream's going to be early. I'm going to make cheesecake in a pressure cooker.
What the fuck?
What?
That's impossible.
What the fuck?
Impossible.
That's impossible.
Am I the only one that hears Dan doing something ridiculous with food and go like,
I mean, like,
probably right.
Yeah, for a moment I was just like, yeah, that's whatever. And then like it sank in and I was like, wait.
Totally doable. Totally a thing.
How?
And I'm going to do it tomorrow. Basically, you do it everything ahead of time, and then
so you make the cheesecake without making the cheesecake.
You bake it in the pressure cooker, and that helps like keep the moisture and doesn't let it crack and all that sort of stuff.
Oh my god!
Yeah. I haven't done it before that way, so I'm going to do one in there and in the oven to kind of compare the two when they come out.
Interesting. Is there going to be a crust on this?
Oh yeah, graham cracker crust as per usual.
Yee.
And it does it in slow cooker. I feel like it would just
You have to bake the crust before you toss it in,
there you go.
and then you fill it all.
Sure. Oh no, you're talking about slow cooker. I'm sorry. No, you said pressure cooker.
No, pressure cooker.
Yeah, you said
Yeah.
pressure cooker.
They're like, is that thing big enough to? Are you gonna make like a small one? Oh, okay.
Maybe that's something.
Here,
you just
let me grab my pressure cooker real quick.
Oh shit!
You just hear like the backing up of a truck sound like.
Yeah.
I've
got a big pressure cooker. No,
It's a little mini.
Oh yeah, okay, all right. That's
okay.
what I was wondering. I was just like,
little baby spring.
I've seen your pressure cooker and it's not huge. Like that's interesting. Cool.
Yeah.
Damn.
So
Interesting. I think everybody's excited now.
Yeah, what time is that? You said early?
I think I'm gonna try to start at like 9 in the morning Pacific.
Oh yeah, because we have things.
Ooh.
I'll probably be a little late to that anyway, but
Okay.
I'm making cheesecake for it. So
Excellent. Oh, I also saw a tweet go out, a certain tweet with some gentle folk in your area in regards to some.
Oh yeah.
yeah, we did some character creation yesterday for Starfinder, which is a Pathfinder-based system from Paizo, technically in the Pathfinder universe 1,000 years later.
It's actually really cool lore.
That's so cool.
But it is entirely offline. None of you will ever see a session of it. It is just to hang out and have a good time.
Can you not just
And,
have a smartphone in the corner, like on a candlestick holder, and record it for us? And then in like 10 years, just let us watch it, release the archives to us.
As we look back at these once forgotten photos, we can see.
We can see Goobers going next. Go next, Goobers.
Oh,
Your turn.
All right.
I was on board. I was ready.
I didn't get it either.
So, hi. Right. Announcements. Oof. Jay's gonna train me to be the next Fortnite champion.
Absolutely. I thought you were gonna say crab wrestler, but that too. We can work on that as well.
That'll be that's a prerequisite for being a Fortnite champion, right? Like you have to be.
It's a skill that.
Anyway,
uses.
so yeah, that's the thing. Jason, I think at some point I'll play Fortnite but that has nothing to do with my stream. I don't know why I'm telling you that. Deal with it. Tomorrow I don't have a stream because I'm doing real life things all day. It's
Ew.
I'll be out of the house like the whole day.
Gross.
I thank you. For
Be careful
blessing
with
me.
gyms. Look
Okay.
after yourself. Don't get lost.
All right.
Wear your sneakers to light up so nobody loses you.
Always make sure
I
to
got
bring
sent
a towel.
life alert. I'll probably wear that. Anyway, but yeah, other than that, Sunday POS with Dan at Dan's. And then shit, man, just more Bloodborne. I haven't beaten it, and I'm not even close. So good news there. Fuck that game.
News, everyone.
Hi, my name's Tiny Pixels. Hi. You guys can call me Pip, and I have made a massive error because I have to type out a character sheet tonight with these bad boys on. And that was a massive mistake on my part. I have done a bad. No, good news. So now that I'm back to streaming almost every day, we're gonna start dipping back into sub rewards. So this Sunday is my day off, but I am in fact off recording a bunch of reading stuff, a bunch of Twitch stuff, and a bunch of ASMR stuff for you guys who asked. This week I'm going to be recording Go the Fuck to Sleep using my ASMR voice, and it's gonna be really, really good fun. So subs, you can expect Go the Fuck to Sleep either Sunday night or Monday morning UK time. So Americans expect it kind of either late on Sunday or early on Monday. If you guys like ASMR, we're gonna also do some soft-spoken Sunless Sea, and we're gonna start doing that once a week. So you guys can pop in and listen to some softly spoken stories about the Untersee. And I'm gonna try and not do what I did the last time we did it, which was suddenly explode in rage at another ship. I'm gonna try and hold that in when we do that next week. But yeah, no, lots of yeah, just cool. Hi. No, it's gonna be really good. But yeah, go the fuck to sleep. We're recording for this week, so subs, make sure that you're hooked up to Discord because that's gonna be a thing coming your way.
Jay, Discord. Fan art. What? Oh fuck.
There's a kit pick.
Oh fuck. It's so good.
Nani!
Oh, where is it? Nani!
It's in the Neon Scream channel on Discord.
I can't find.
Oh god, I'm gonna conclude. Wait, is that Voss's rifle?
Oh.
Yeah.
No, that's mine. Oh, is it?
I can't.
Oh yeah.
I cannot. I can't. Look at it. Oh.
Yikes. Big yikes. Big yikes in Yikesville. That's amazing, dude. Look at
That's
this.
so good.
Where is it? My
Oh
little
shit! Come
my
here.
little cat. I don't know where my
Come
cat
here,
is.
look at
That is
this.
incredible.
You literally have cats.
That's Kit's
everywhere in
rifle?
your
Okay,
apartment.
fine.
I have
It's-
what?
Look,
I said
it's
you have
Jay's
cats
character.
everywhere.
Oh, I meant the
It's
stuffed
Jay's
cat.
character. Look at how beautiful that is.
Oh, it's awesome.
It's
yeah.
even got the little stuffed cat look.
Oh yeah, that's really cool.
Oh man.
Okay.
We need to get like Whack some fan art at some point where it's just like a
Oh
massive,
yeah, that's a good
massive
point.
like cyber Whack just beating the shit out of me. Apparently, is how it usually ends up going.
Just to have Jay like presenting testicles, and I'm like,
Oh my god, yes.
And there's a score counter being held by Pip. Test your score. Oh my!
you know how
Look at the
Mario
fucking
bounces
arcades.
the coin, when you hit the block.
Yeah, all right.
Isn't that just like reverse teabagging?
It's Jay's
Oh.
characters that I'm.
I mean, am I wrong? Like,
That's
Ah.
wow. We just went there.
I hate all of this.
Oh boy.
This is the exact opposite of what is good.
I love playing the game of how low can Neon Scream go. Right
Oh,
before
we have no lower limit.
like
That's-
like just right before we have this beautiful. I can't even say the word climax because I feel like one of you guys is gonna laugh at it. Exactly. Like that's.
I'm sorry, but my brain was already thinking about how low can we go, and then it was just like, well, we named a hit squad from a porn company called Money Shot, and then you said climax.
Oh.
and I'm like,
Chat did.
we have somebody we can blame for that. That was McCloken.
That was Chat and McClogan.
Yes.
oh yeah,
make sure to
pre-rolls,
tell me
pre-rolls.
roll,
Yes.
Pre-rolls.
Oh, I'm just
I don't
kidding.
know. I can't. Oh,
I
no.
still have to do my stuff, guys. Is that
My new
okay?
character
Can I
still
do-
won't.
Oh yeah, Whack,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
Whack.
can't-
Where are
I can't.
Can I
your?
do- Hi, everybody. I'm Wacksteven. I'm the GM of Doom. I will be dragging these guys kicking and screaming through the adventure today. That's what will be happening. We're going to be meeting some new characters. We're going to have a good time. I'm excited. I'm ready. I hope you are too, as far as announcements go. Tomorrow got Warped over on my channel, 2 p.m. Eastern Sunday. We got 7th Eon, 2 p.m. on my channel for TableStory. And Monday, the delayed start of the Nameless Ones, a show over on Brad Wodo's channel, which has got some wonderful people on it. And we've done the world building, character creation, and now we're ready to actually get started with the show. So that's starting on Monday, 4 p.m. Eastern. I'll see you there. And let's get started with the show today. Let's hop into things. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Welcome to the show, everybody. Things have been going, I guess, sort of. Things have been going in a direction. I don't know what direction that is. I guess it's sort of one of these.
That's
sort
a
of
swimming
things.
move.
Yeah.
Done that before.
Yeah,
That's the breaststroke.
it's one of
It's the frog.
those
Crazy
one of-
frog. You know,
Yeah.
like how he raps.
Yeah.
That's how he swims.
It's one of those kinds of moves. So things haven't been going great for the players in terms of being successful mission wise. Things have gone awry. And well, choices have been made. And we've had a death already. We've had 2 characters depart from a situation, namely Dan's character Richard and Pip's character Voss. And now we're in kind of a different situation. We've got a whole different thing that's happening. because two of our long-standing characters have departed, and we are getting ready to welcome two new characters to the show. So we're going to have to sort of work out what's going on with these characters, who they are, and decide what missions they've gone on. It's sort of a little bit of an episode 0 that we got going on, a little bit, with these new characters. So let's I think it's time for us to meet these characters and talk about the character creation for these characters. Let's hop right into it. Let's do it. Are you guys ready?
Oh, yeah.
Yay!
On break, I'll put my costume on.
Are you guys ready? So, who wants to go first?
Not me.
I guess that leaves me then.
I mean,
You got wrecked, Dan.
You just got voluntold.
You didn't see when everybody put their finger on
If
the
you want to go, if you want to go get dressed, I'll go first. If you
No,
want
it's
to go
fine.
get,
I'll describe him. I'll go change.
yeah,
and
well, I'm
then
exactly,
and because I have wireless,
already
I can
dressed.
still listen to you.
because
It's
I'm already
perfect.
dressed, so like it's
Yeah, you good.
perfect.
Yeah, I'm glad you're not in the nude.
As in like
She said I'm dressed.
I'm dressed for like my
I'm
character.
dressed.
I'm ready
I'm
to go.
dressed.
I'm ready
I'm
to go.
dressed.
What's wrong with you? What? I'm
Gotta,
just doing-
gotta call. Gotta fucking
Remember,
call
we were
HR
talking
again.
about how low we can
Here we
get.
go again.
All right.
I
I'll
helped.
Welcome to Neon Screen
How many-
Limbo.
How many
I'm
bourbons
good.
have you had, Dan?
None. This is regular old Dan.
Oh man.
Oh.
Oh.
So, I guess Dan's getting started.
Yeah.
No.
All right, Dan.
Well.
I mean,
Dan, who's your character, and what do they do?
His name is Elbereth Vang, and he is a hunter.
Oh.
Elbereth Vang,
Whistling intensifies.
hunter.
I have to say, I was expecting a killer. So I'm very interested in where this is going. This is intriguing.
Yeah.
Intriguing.
Yes, indeed.
I'm very excited. Okay, so I've given you a new sheet, right?
Yes, you did.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you can start putting looks in. Let's get the looks worked out.
Which I have already done.
Cool. And what do they look like?
And I'll do that now. He is incredibly restless in the eyes. He's always searching, always looking. I will be playing this character without glasses.
I didn't know you had eyes. Holy shit! I thought those were painted on there.
I know, right? That's just it's all a joke. It's all a sham. It's mostly that I have contacts in so I can still see.
Wait, if you
Because
put
otherwise-
contacts on and the glasses on, can you see twice as good?
Yeah, especially when I pop the lenses
You can
out of
see
them.
through walls.
Holy shit! I need to get glasses.
These are my fake ones that I got just for this reveal, and I just popped the old ones out. But yeah, restless eyes. He has a friendly face.
Mission accomplished, Dan.
No.
Stop.
No.
I want to puke, but it'll stay in my mask, so I'm not going to.
It'll smell worse if you do that.
Oh yeah, no.
A wiry body. If those of you who aren't sure what a wiry body type normally is, it's lean. Think of like a well-defined runner. They still have they have decent
Bruce Lee.
strength, but they're not like
Like a distance runner over a sprinter? Fucking
probably,
jack.
yeah, more of like a distance runner. They can go. They have a lot of endurance. They've got strength, but it's kind of more hidden. Bruce Lee is a great example of wiry. Like he doesn't look jacked, but you know he could kill you. Streetwear, so duster, kind of able to hide things in a coat, but a little nicer than casual. And then he's white. He's a white dude.
Okie doke. And as far as your stats go,
Yeah.
how are you organizing these bad boys?
I believe I have it organized the way I want. Though I think I might actually swap these two. So 0 cool. Just flat across the board cool. 1 edge.
You have no chill. Got it.
No chill. Not less than chill. Just no chill. 1 edge, 2 meat, 0 mind, 1 style, and -1 synth.
Interesting. Okay.
This is cool. I'm digging this.
Interesting. I feel like I would never imagine that somebody would put the -1 in synth. Intriguing.
I'm way digging this.
I mean, if I'm not going to do Richard again, then
It's not
Yeah.
bro.
it's not cyber.
Dan went full not cyber.
Damn. You never go
Okay.
full
Digging
on
this.
cyber,
I'm
man.
fucking digging this, man.
Your directives.
Okay, so his directives. So I did have a question for you.
Sure.
One, what the hell is filial? I actually don't know that word. And
Filial?
I didn't have enough time. Filial, thank you. And I still don't know it.
When you put the advice of blank ahead of the mission, mark experience.
Right, and that part I get, but the word itself, I haven't heard that word before.
Filial
Filial.
is friends, isn't it? It's either friends or No, it's
You're
just.
talking about FILIAL?
Correct.
Oh, it's
Of or do.
son or daughter.
Yeah,
It's-
it's the
it's
son or
son or
daughter.
daughter.
It's sort of
Family.
It's sort of respectful.
Okay.
Synonyms: dutiful, devoted, compliant,
It
respectful.
doesn't. Yeah, it does.
affectionate,
It doesn't necessarily have to be like family oriented.
But it's more familial.
respect.
Like,
It's
okay,
respect.
the respect that you would give that. Yeah, Google help. No, yeah,
Kind of like loyalty.
Devotion.
Yeah?
Devotion, respectful. Okay.
Yeah.
And then so with that
Oh.
blank, does that need to be one of the other characters? Or can there be a contact? What is all that?
Could be whatever you want.
Okay, great. That's what I was curious of. So first, behavioral is one of his directives, which I'm going to type in now. Morale. Did I spell it right? Yep, because it's spelled Canadian. Has a U in it. But I kept it that way because it's the way it's in the book.
Wrong.
So describe your ethical code when adhering to your code hinders the mission mark experience. So Elberth Vang, and Whack, you can correct me on this sort of thing or not. He's a hunter. He is a hunter specifically owned by U+.
Okay.
Oh.
You
And-
son of a bitch.
And
Fuck.
I hate this character now.
yeah, I know. And he's not particularly keen with U+, specifically because there's a good chance he's a clone. And there's a good chance there's more than one of him out there because they use him for hire. He's killed a few of himself already. And he has a standing order with his own self that he's basically continually implanted every time he wakes up as a clone that the best version of him lives.
Dude,
Strongest survive.
we're talking like Highlander, kind of like, or
No,
like
think
the
like
one.
almost butterfly effect. He needs to kill himself to feel more powerful. And so there's a good chance he's not the original, but that doesn't matter. He doesn't care. That doesn't bother. So his ethical code isn't so much saving himself, it's following whoever's if he's given a mission, he adheres to that. He adheres to whatever mission he's on. So if he's gotten a contact from somebody, or if his contact's like, you need to go do this, and he agrees, he's never swaying from that. That's his ethical code. He follows orders, and that's it.
Okay. Taking important notes for
Yeah.
future fuckery.
Yep. Oh yes. Because I noticed that, like, a lot with the hunter, they try to make him almost like one of the good guys in Neon Scream. Like, one of the others is compassionate when you try to aid someone powerless instead of putting them ahead of the mission. You gain experience, but he's not terribly compassionate. You'll figure it out. But yeah, so oddly enough, if he hinders the mission because someone has given him orders and they supersede the mission, that's where he's gonna get that experience. And then so whenever, God, I was almost thinking, like, for Vengeful, because of that, whenever he harms U plus ahead of or their interests, mark experience. I.e., if he kills himself, not himself, but one of the clones,
Right.
that harms U plus's interests, any missions against U plus, any employees of them, any of that. He is very much, he's vengeful against them, but if they give him a mission, he's gonna do it.
So are you questioning whether you want filial or vengeful?
No, I'm thinking vengeful. If that works, like as a corporation, essentially. If that fits, fine.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great.
It's left blank for that reason.
Great.
If they wanted it to be specifically a character, they'd put in character.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to clarify.
Alrighty. Cyberware.
Tactical computer.
Interesting. When you assess in a tactical situation, hold +1 even on a miss.
Ooh. Cool.
I think that was a new thing that was added in the newest version of this playbook.
Oh,
That is dope.
That is
Yeah, 'cause
real
if you guys haven't loaded the newest version of the playbook, that's what I pinned in Discord.
Oh.
Because they have been updated. They were updated, I think, last month.
Did they change anything that, like, big time?
Oh yeah,
That
I got
was
the email
added. I'm
for it.
pretty sure that the tactical computer wasn't an option for Boom when Jay made Boom.
Yeah.
No.
It does. That did not look familiar. What Dan just picked up.
All
yeah.
right.
I hadn't seen it before until looking at this earlier
That
today.
is cool.
Okay.
And actually, I was looking at that and I thought with picking Cyberware, I had to pick the tag for it, but that doesn't say that.
Correct.
Okay.
That
Because
one.
that's where I was originally saying owned by U plus was going to be tagged onto that.
Correct.
But I'm still, for the sake of his background, going to claim myself as owned by U plus. So
I'll let you interpret that how you want to interpret it. My thinking is you don't have to have the owned tag. You could have been previously owned by U plus and you
Actually,
took
yeah.
it upon yourself where you just said, well, no, fuck this. I'm just
how about this? I was previously owned by them. This particular iteration of me, I did the mission, which effectively, like, that was part of the contract originally when I was put in their system. I paid off my debt, but they'll still roll out versions of myself for other missions of theirs.
yeah,
So-
that makes total sense.
I was owned, I've paid my debt off, and I'll still kill myself if I see me. Because
fair enough.
better than the rest of me.
I mean, yeah, you can still have the directive. Absolutely. You don't
Yeah.
need that tag.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you get these two. You get ear to the ground.
Yep.
You have a knack for loosening lips and picking up information. When you circulate amongst a neighborhood or a group of people, you may research to gather information. And it all fits together. You're a master of making connections between seemingly unrelated events. At the start of a mission, roll Edge. 10 plus gain 3 hold. 7 to 9 gain 1 hold. As you put everything together during the mission, spend 1 hold at any time to ask a question from the research list.
Here to the ground. And then just copy and paste.
Oh.
And then you
Together.
get 1 more from that other list.
Yes. That.
Yeah, Mrs. Cashew, don't worry. Even though they're 2 episode 7s, I swear one of them's actually episode 8.
No. Hey, I changed it. All right. I fixed it.
You did it.
And it's all in the same format now. Thank you, Wack.
You want a cookie, Jay?
I would like 2 or 3, actually.
I have none.
I ran out of granola bars.
Okay. What's your other move that you're deciding on?
I was looking through those. I was thinking of enhance.
Let's read them for chat.
Oh yeah. Wow.
So, do you want to read them?
Sure. So there's Big Game Hunter, which is when you spring a trap for a target you have investigated, roll edge. 7+, you have trapped them. The only way out is through you. 10+, they are at your mercy. If the target attempts to escape, roll edge instead of meat to mix it up. There's
Trying to
Chrome.
remember what
That's what Boom had, right?
did Boom? I don't think so.
Or no?
I had. It was
I
like
want to say Deadbeat.
I had Deadbeat.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's Chromed. We'll get to Deadbeat in a moment. Then, Chromed is add another piece of cyberware. Deadbeat. Everybody knows you only help your friends out when it's convenient for you. When you hit the street, you never take a -1 when you avoid your contact's problems. You may still select the option that your contact has a problem, and if you do that choice, you may have fictional effects. So basically, I can do that, and I can help them or not, but I won't take the -1 to hit the street. Enhance, when you examine gathered evidence, gain intel, and roll research with edge instead of mind. So is that right, that I basically would just, whenever I research stuff, I can just use edge instead, and I get intel when I examine it?
When you examine your gathered evidence, gain intel and roll research with edge instead of mind.
Okay, all right. So I have to have evidence or things I've scoped out and collected.
Yeah.
First.
Yep.
Okay. I for detail, you're a master at tailing people and stalking out locations. When you perform surveillance on a person or place, gain intel and roll assess. And then human terrain. When you investigate a group and spend intel, name that group as your target. You get a +1 ongoing when acting against or in pursuit of that group. And you only target one at a time. On the trail, when you want to find someone or something, name your target. When you gain intel, you may note that it concerns your target. When you spend 3 such intel, the MC will describe where your target is. You say how the clues led you to that knowledge and how you have your target and its defenses at a disadvantage. So that one you have to actually have intel like ahead of time to use. See the angles at the start of the action phase. Hold intel and gear.
Wow, you just get free 1 intel and gear?
Yeah, at the start of the action phase.
Whoa.
Yup. And then finally, sniper. When you set up a covered and concealed place to hide, roll cool. 10+, choose 3, 7 not to 9, choose 2. Your sight is well hidden. Your sight is excellent cover. Your sight is excellent field of view. Then describe your hide site. You have similarly covered and concealed backup location. Your spot is well secured.
Interesting. So you went with meat as your +2.
I'm starting to reconsider that, looking at a bunch of the moves.
Yeah, you don't really have a lot of meat options here.
So that's why I'm thinking I'll switch. I'll put that to a 1 and then edge to 2, just for the sake of knowing how my character plays better. But I think what we're gonna have to do is see the angles, because that's just too damn good.
It's good. It's a freebie.
It's 2 freebies.
Yeah.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. Free intel, free gear.
Is that new?
For Richard, you had to roll for gear. Now
I
you
had to roll to
actually
get a
lot.
chance to get 1 gear.
No, but then didn't you? If you got a 10, you got 3, right?
Yeah, but I never rolled a 10. I never got 3 gear for that. Sometimes I think half the time I got 1. So
Damn.
You'd rather go for the steady
Yeah, you just get free gear. all
free
the time.
intel and gear.
If you take that, that was you just listening.
which, and I'm gonna take it.
Oh, you are?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. If I can level them up, I'll probably go toward sniper. But this is yeah, it's too
That's
good
dope.
to.
You're gonna go for sniper with 0 cool.
Oh, that's cool base. Then never mind. That's right.
Yeah.
If you
But-
want to go edge based, if you're going with edge +2, then you've got a lot of stuff that are based on edge.
But for now, we're gonna go see the angles as our pick move.
Nomadrix, did you check the updated playbook?
Hold on, let me.
Because we're looking at the updated playbook.
I might not be.
Oh yeah, they're just saying the hunter gets 2 additional moves. Like that's all that was updated.
No, I know they're wrong. It says 1.
Okay.
Is that in the book or is that in the playbook sheets? Are you looking at the updated books? Because
Today at this.
you have the updated playbooks. Because I'm looking at it right now and it doesn't say 1. It says it doesn't say 2. It says 1. You get these 2. He got ear to the ground. It all fits together, and then he gets 1 more. That's what it says in mine. Did they update it again? Because I don't think I got a notification.
It looks like so you have the Sprawl 1-1 and then playbooks 1-0 listed.
Yeah, but that's the. I don't think. Hold on. Let me
And
check.
1-0, the playbook showed only 1. I'm in agreement with you there, Wyatt.
Yeah, but the date on it, I think the date was the newer one that I had. Let me check. I will look right now. Let's see what we're up to on the website.
1 back to the computer. You get these 2 and you choose 2 more. Yeah.
Oh.
That's exactly what it says in the Sprawl 1-1, the book you listed.
In the book?
In the
Okay.
book. Yeah, 1-1 midnight. Yeah. No, that's absolutely right. It's the playbook that's outdated. I think you're looking at the 1-0 playbook, not the 1-1.
Yeah. Let me just get the new one then.
Damn.
Okay. Thank you.
Get, how many
Nomad
moves
Drake.
is that now?
That's a big.
Is that
It's
4?
a big difference.
Fuck. That's
Oh shit!
monstrous.
It's a big difference.
Okay.
Let's take a look.
It looks like
We might not all die.
the moves are the same.
You just fucking
I get
shit.
another one.
We're still so fucked, Goobers.
Oh yeah. We're still
There's no
super-
fucking way.
Absolutely bugged.
Uh,
yeah.
no, this will just
For every buff that we get, like Whack the DM gets like fucking 30, right? Like we're
right.
still
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's
Yeah. So they actually have a 1.2 version on the website. I guess I must have missed it or something. I don't know what happened.
yeah. I'm not even looking at that version. I'm
No,
looking.
I have it. What did it did it unzip and name itself 1.0? Weird. Weird.
Weird. Regardless, I'll happily take a second move.
Yeah. I love in the chat. You're still gonna die. This is whack.
Yeah.
Thanks, Silver.
Here we go. Yeah, the playbooks are up to 1.2. I did have it on my hard drive. I guess I just didn't.
Yeah, you didn't upload those because I'm not even looking at 1.2 right now.
Yeah. I will upload them and fix it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so your other
there-
move.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there any difference with this and 1-2 then?
I'm checking. I've got
Might
like
as well pick
50,
that.
there's like 50 different versions. Ink,
Yeah.
Now you get
I'm
one
gonna
hold and
upload
2
the
gear.
Inky. Print.
Okay.
Do we want inky or printer friendly? Do we want
Inky.
fillable?
Give me that
Inky.
inky, baby.
Do you want it fillable?
More. Well, we have these.
Yeah, we got these. We don't need fillable.
Yeah, we don't need fillable.
Too
we
bad.
want-
I'm giving you fillable. Tap it.
Oh,
Okay, damn it. No, that's fine.
fine.
You're getting fillable.
Okay.
Mm.
All right. Well, once you have that, I will do the thing.
Where did it go?
Again, good catch, Nomadrix. Seriously,
Yeah.
that was.
Yeah,
super
thank
cool.
you.
Yeah, dude, Jay, Drago was telling me about it, and apparently it's gonna be fucking brutal. He didn't say anything about what it is. He
Oh,
just
he
said,
didn't say
"I'm
the
s-"
mission.
He just said, "I'm sorry,"
I just uploaded it on Discord because for some reason it's not working on.
Okay, sure.
I don't know, man. I just kept seeing little messages in the chat of like, oh, wow, they're going to need that for this mission. And I was like, which one? Oh, yeah, that one that Goober's talked about. And then, like, they've mentioned it a couple more times.
Well, I don't know if that's what we're going to go with or not, but maybe.
I know, but I just thought it was like, I was like, wait, we don't have a job. And now I realize it's not the one that, it's now Wax got this fucking evil mastermind plan to break us again.
Yep.
We're dead.
We're dead.
It's like watching the tsunami come towards you. It's just going to take 10 episodes to hit you.
Welcome to Neon Scream. If you weren't a nihilist before, you will be after this.
Yeah.
Oh boy. And my second move then is going to be eye for detail. You're a master at tailing people and stalking out locations. When you perform surveillance on a person or a place, gain intel, and roll assess.
This is fucking ridiculous, man. Holy shit.
Man.
A hunter is all about knowledge and knowing what's going on.
No, a hunter is about semis.
Maybe I'll like those two.
I didn't even remember that I played a hunter until...
Yeah. You didn't play him too much like a hunter.
You played him. You played him way differently than what Dan is talking about playing him.
Oh yeah, no. I played Boom.
Yeah, so you guys should all check your playbooks and just see if because might be good.
Yeah, if your character gets enhanced slightly and you're shorted something, I mean, you should probably update it.
Is it in the pinned? The newest one is the pinned messages.
Yeah, the newest pinned messages.
Yep.
Those, yep.
I changed it. Okay.
Inky fillable. Oh. Sorry. What? Just a delay.
So what was your second one?
Eye for detail. You're a master at trailing people and stalking out locations. When you perform surveillance on a person or a place, gain intel and roll assess.
Excellent. Okay. Cool beans. Alrighty. And let's see. The next step is going to be your gear. Choose two weapons.
Yes. So. Oh, okay.
Oh fuck! Mine did change. God damn it!
I mean, it's good to know now.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, it didn't.
Okay. So I choose two weapons. I'm going to pick a sniper rifle and flechette pistol.
Interesting. Okay.
So a little bit of both up in your
both
face.
Extremes.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, what better way to scope out a place than with a scope?
A flechette pistol at close range. That's the best way to inspect places.
Well, I was talking about the sniper rifle.
I know you were. Okay. Choose two. Armors. Whatevers.
Yes. I'm adding the sniper now. Okay, so that is going to be armored coat. Because I want to stay alive.
It's overrated. Just ask
I know.
Jay.
I know. Well, that's fair.
Still salty about Simon. Fuck off.
I'm curious, and I'm pretty sure I don't want it, but a nondescript sedan. That's like a crossover, right?
A sedan is not a crossover.
We're gonna have fucking PvP right off the fucking bat there, bud.
I'm gonna punch the new character. Why? He knows why.
No, I do not want a nondescript crossover. I'm going to be taking both an armored coat and armored clothing.
Okay.
Nice.
Yep. So that's going to give you basically gives you discreet and one armor.
Yep. So and with that though, does does one armor that basically does that only reduce damage, like essentially damage taking, not the harm roll?
So look at it like this.
Yeah.
The damage taken is reduced by 1, but the harm roll is reduced by 2.
Okay, that's what I was wondering if they work together or not for the harm roll. And that what you just said is yes. Okay, perfect. That's what I wanted to clarify. Thank you. So those are the 2 that I have.
Excellent. Alrighty. And I think that's it for that. Are we ready for character 2?
Dude, thank you for saying that, Whack. God, I love when people
Hold on. There is
un deux trois.
Is that? No, okay, never mind. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got the cyberware.
And that so yeah. So cyberware and then cyberware.
So cyberware Y, and you have to choose one. Prosthetic, force, loyalty, enthusiasm, necessity, junkie, genetics, career, ideology, memory, or military.
Oh, so this would be for the computer then.
Yeah, the tactical computer.
Okay.
You
great.
just don't have any tags on it.
Got you. Okay.
Maybe that's where you got your own.
That's what I was taught. Yeah, that's where it was just shifted down the bottom. I thought it was going to be up near it. So this is where I'd get the own tag.
The tactical computer doesn't give you positive tags. It gives you the ability to assess a tactical situation.
Yeah, and that's fine. I didn't realize there was a Y with it, but that's why I was saying owned. So it's still owned.
Okay. Alrighty. And so you have to choose your Y.
Oh, Y
is it forced?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
So forced, and someone else paid for it. Now you owe them your owned. Choose who, and we're gonna say it's you plus.
Correct.
Okay. Cool beans. Dunzo.
Hey, you're next.
No pressure. No pressure.
Hey. So I've just been going through the manual for the bit that I have to do, and I'm like, okay, don't fuck this. This is important. Don't fuck it. All right. I'm sorry, Wack. We're gonna have a couple of episodes where I'm like, I don't know. I'm gonna do the thing. I don't know.
Isn't that every single one of our episodes?
Wow.
I mean, to be fair, I've gone from hey, I want to shoot that to this. And this is.
I wasn't talking about you specifically.
Oh,
I meant
okay.
all of us. I meant all of us, myself included.
All right, cool. So let's talk about my new character, who is in fact a hacker.
Oh, we have a hacker!
We finally have one.
We have a hacker!
Oh.
It took how many episodes was season 1?
Oh
What did
my
we get up to,
god!
like 17 or no? We got up to 20 something.
26.
Thank you for having the balls. Thank you for having the balls when we didn't to take the hacker on.
Seriously, this is mechanical as shit.
So
and I'm
we're
terrified.
30 something episodes total in before we have a hacker.
It
Yeah,
only
I
took
know.
1.5 seasons.
Yeah, 1.5 seasons, and now you get the worst hacker in the fucking universe.
What is the name?
No,
of
we already
this
had that.
person?
It was Richard.
Hey, he was a good hacker. All right, so I massively lost a bet about our hacker's name. So our hacker is called Siren. She's called Siren.
Okay.
And she's kind of smug. Like, she knows she's really good at what she does. Hackers are very like, hey, look at me, I can do the thing you fucking can't, you meat sack.
Excuse me, I'm a professional. Okay, I know what I'm doing.
All right, there we go.
When
Please
was the
don't be
last
that
time
kind of
you had
hacker,
to
for
give-
God's
okay?
sake.
There we go. So yeah, she's kind of smug. You know, she's for somebody who doesn't particularly care about the meat sack that she's in, because you know it's all about being free across the matrix. She's kind of like thin and pale, and pretty presentable because she's got quite a corporate outer shell.
Excellent. So let's go down the list here. We got our name. Let's go through the looks.
Yep. So eyes smug, face smooth, body thin, wear corporate, and skin pale.
Okay. Okay. Your stats.
Yeah. Okay. So this is where we go horrendously wrong. So 0 cool, 1 edge, -1 meat. So I'm the squish. But 2 mind, 0 style, and 1 synth.
Interesting. Okay. Going the mind route as opposed to the jacked in kind of
No
route.
style, no cool. I know, baby. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Just every time
Okay.
one of you say no cool, I'm like, oh man, that's super lame. No. Just imagine y'all are like really lame and like you listen to 90s music still.
Hey, listen. Okay.
Hey, no.
Okay.
In 2056.
Okay. Mumble rap is garbage. So directive.
Directives. Okay. So one of them, our first one is because I get 2 right. Did I do that right? Do I get 2?
I'm sorry, what? You get 2 directives, yes.
Yes. Cool. Right. So, the first one is illustrious. So, when your desire for fame draws unwanted attention to the mission, mark experience. So, she's the best hacker out there. Like, are you kidding? Are you kidding? And when that gets in the way, I get to mark experience. My second one starts to tell you a little bit about Siren in that we have network. So when your membership to downlink hinders the mission, mark experience.
Hi, friend.
Oh.
Hi there, friend.
Hi there, friend.
Is that part of downlink or used to be?
No, part of.
Membership in downlink hinders the mission.
Oh, sorry.
Let's fucking go! I am so ready.
Okay. Your cyberware.
Yes. So I get a neural interface with data storage.
What does that look like? Like, where is that on you? And what does it look like? I feel like that's important for a hacker.
So it's not here at the moment, but it's a little kind of silver sheet that goes across here and sits just down under my ear, and there's the equivalent of not a USB kind of plug, but there's the equivalent of a little entry point for it there.
Are you that ear jack girl from Boku no Hero?
Oh my god, yes.
Okay, cool. The fact that you know what I'm talking about. Okay, great.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
By the way, the new one came out. The manga came out today, and it's hype as fuck.
Yeah,
But
season 3 is in a week.
Wait, what?
Bless you.
Sorry.
And also, holy shit, what are those glasses? I love it. Are we all doing this now?
Oh.
Are we all?
Oh,
Jay.
Here, wait, I'll double.
Oh.
Yeah, double up for Jay. There you go.
Oh, thank
Double
you.
up.
Thank
where
you
are the
so
where are
much.
your green ones, Jay?
Here we go.
Where are your old memes?
I was just thinking of that. I'll find them next time, givers. Don't worry, buddy.
All my life. So yeah. We've got she's got a silver plate that goes across from above her eye here, down the side of her face, and then she's got a little sort of port there, just sitting underneath her ear, sideways across
So
her
like
neck.
Jiro from Boku no Hero Academia.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh my god. I love your guys' characters.
Awesome.
You're not gonna want to fuck up massively in the Matrix. When I flatline, still plugged in, you're all gonna fucking hate me.
With her
Yeah, wait till
luck
you
You
get
know,
too.
you know
like,
that's a possibility, right? You know, once I'm in, I might never get back out again. Yeah, you guys fucking know that,
I
right?
feel like the title of today's episode should just be "Don't Get Attached." Ever. Ever. Don't.
That's fucking Neon's title shit, man.
Why would you?
Dude, there's fucking pages of the mechanics for the Matrix, and I'm like, I've been reading Neuromancer, and I'm like, okay, I get it. Like it's not gonna go well.
Neuromancer is an interesting book. It's
kind so good though.
I feel like it sort of doesn't hold up anymore, but it, you got I guess kind of. I tried reading it again recently, and it was kind of like.
It's really cute though that for Hacker, the first name that they say that you should probably take is Case. Yeah. And that's really cute.
Yep. I mean, this is based off of that.
I know. I'm just like, I get it now.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So you get to choose 2 of the following tags: inaccessible partition, encrypted, high capacity, and high speed.
So we're gonna go with encrypted and high speed.
Okay. Cyberware.
We just did that one.
Your Y. I guess they reorganized these, so they put
they did. That threw me off too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the cyberware is through loyalty.
Loyalty.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this was kind of a reward?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So cost. Which one?
This belongs to Downlink. I belong to Downlink.
Okay. You are owned by Downlink.
I absolutely am, yes.
Yes.
I feel like we're gonna lose Goobs before we even fucking start playing.
It's method acting, man. It's method acting.
I got you. No, I got you. You get it.
All right. Then you get two. You get Jack in. When you're jacked into the Matrix, you have access to the Matrix moves in Chapter 8, The Matrix. There is a chapter.
Yes, there is an entire chapter dedicated to what I can do in the Matrix, and we're gonna break the ice and turn everything off, and then turn it back on again as you guys sweep through, and it's gonna be good. You guys, we no longer have to brute force through things. I'm gonna turn it off. You're gonna walk through it, and then I'm gonna turn it back on again. And the fucking wiser, and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
I'm so happy we have a hacker.
We are
don't be happy.
still so dead.
Dan, you're muted.
You are so fucked still.
Dan, you're muted.
Dan, you're muted.
He wanted to rant in peace.
I didn't want to interrupt, okay?
Okay.
I'm trying to keep the flow for a character creation, Goobs!
Siren turns off the
What the fuck, man?
That was an octave. Console Cowboy, when you connect to a secure system, roll Mind.
Yep.
On a 10+, gain 3 hold. On a 7 to 9, gain 1 hold. While in that system, you may spend 1 hold for any of the following effects. Prevent a construct from triggering an alert.
Yep.
Avoid an ICE routine executed attack against you, your deck, or your programs. Increase your hold over compromised security or manipulated systems by 1.
Mm-hmm.
And choose 1 more. Do you want to read those off for the chat?
Yes. Okay, so we get. Let me zoom in. Oh, these nails are a pain. Black Ice Vet. So when Black Ice executes a routine against you, the MC only chooses 2 options. Chromed, you choose another piece of cyberware at character creation or in downtime. Describe how you got it and paid for it, the same as you did for your first piece of cyberware. Icebreaker, you know how to disable ice quickly and quietly. Once per Matrix run, you can cancel a routine executed against you, your deck, or your programs. Neural Scars, you have 1 armor against Black Ice.
I like the way that they phrase that. You have neural scars.
Yeah.
So that gives you 1 armor against Black Ice. You've got brain damage, so you're okay against.
You're okay. Yeah. Bitch, I have managed to fill in my entire character sheet with these bastard things. Don't you start that. I see you. Programming on the fly, you can adapt your programs to the specific weaknesses of the Matrix constructs as you encounter them. When you successfully compromise security or manipulate systems, you get hold +1. Rep. When you appear in the Matrix with a recognizable avatar, roll Synth instead of Sile for fast talk, and instead of Edge for play hardball. When your reputation gets you into trouble, mark experience. That would probably be the smart one to do for me, from my character. However, that's not the one we're going with. Search optimization is when you research a topic in the Matrix, you may ask a follow-up question. On a 10 plus, take an additional intel. Zeroed, which is your identity is a mystery which you closely guard. Your deck has +2 stealth. And then there's one we're actually going to take. And again, I feel like I lost a bet taking this one too. And that's tech support. When you help a team member while jacked into the Matrix, roll mind instead of links.
Wait, say that again. Hold on.
Okay.
So she doesn't have to worry about having a link with somebody at +2. She can always roll a +2.
Right.
Wow.
Well, for what specifically though? So basically,
when she's jacked in, it helps us.
So when I'm jacked in and I'm helping somebody who's doing a thing, instead of rolling links with that person, I roll mind instead.
Gotcha.
So at the moment, I constantly roll +2 every time I help
and that's
you
for
with something.
everybody though.
So let's say you want to assess a situation. She's got eyes with the cameras. She's helping you.
Yeah.
She gets to roll plus her links with you because she's in the cameras, and instead of she gets +2.
But that's actually really valuable since you probably aren't gonna have +1 even with most people. So that is a pretty big benefit.
Yeah,
and that's wide. So that's good.
And mind is probably the stat that we're looking at, honestly, because of how the other stuff goes. Honestly, at least we hope so. Anyway.
Okay, gear.
Okay, gear. So, where did my sheet go? Gear. So I get 2 pieces of gear.
So you get to choose a name. Choose and name one cyber deck.
Oh, you want my deck? Okay, so my deck doesn't have it.
About your deck.
It's all right. I'll get my deck out. You're all right.
Keep the deck clean.
Can we get some deck picks, please?
Okay, so I'm still.
Somebody had to do it. Come on. Send deck picks. We need
Can
to
we get an HR department counter in the chat, please?
Hi, that's me.
Dan!
You said I'm glad you're dressed earlier, so I mean you don't get to say that.
That's exactly what you should say as HR.
I feel like that's an insult.
That's passive aggressive harassment.
That's HR.
I have this feeling too, like that's the way your character probably reacts. Like unsolicited deck picks are like the pinnacle of like improper behavior amongst hackers. I didn't ask for a picture of your deck, okay? I don't need to see it.
I don't care if yours has more capacity.
My God.
Like, have you seen my processor? Why do I need to see yours? Hello?
Is that like that's how hackers date?
Excuse me,
the bigger processor.
Being a number next to the speed doesn't mean it has better performance.
All right, so we're still working on a name for the cyber deck because I'm a bit slow because I've had a long day. I'm really sorry. But we're gonna go for a performance deck.
Okay.
Which has 1 hardening, 1 firewall, 2 processor, and 2 stealth.
And 3 programs from the list below.
3 programs. So we're gonna go for the programs that I own are Lockdown. So when you where the fuck have I put it? I've lost them. No. Fuck, where are they? Okay, Lockdown. When you successfully compromise security, hold +1. Because that's what I'm gonna do. Identity protection, which means I get +2 stealth.
I'm seeing Jay's face, and Jay's like, "Oh, thank God I didn't do a hacker."
No, I'm still
yeah,
cracking up at a
You're a
joke I made
saint,
in my
Kip,
head
for
like a minute
taking the
ago.
hacker. You're a fucking saint for
You're
taking this
amazing.
on. Yeah, thank you. We needed it, but all of us just saw the list of shit. We're just like, oh no.
Oh no.
No, I'm still losing it. My deck has +1 hardening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay, my third one then is alert. So when you successfully assess in the matrix, I get to choose one extra option.
I'm so. What was your second one? I'm sorry.
Wait, second
He was
one?
lost with HR Hardman.
Identity protection, which gives me +2 stealth.
Okay.
Damn.
Okay.
That's badass.
And alert. Okay, so lockdown, alert, and
ID protection. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Choose one weapon.
Sure. I'll have to type that in, but it'll take me half an hour. All right, cool. What was I doing? A weapon. A weapon. We're gonna go super simple, and we're just taking a flechette pistol, which is close, near, quick, flechette, 3 harm.
Gotcha. All right. 2. You got to choose 2 for the armor / other stuff.
Yes. So I get a microtronics workstation. So I can perform I can perform field repairs on electronics and cyberware.
That's
Backwards,
pretty
Dan.
handy.
That is.
Isn't that
Oh.
really fucking cool? So I'm helpful away from y'all, and I'm helpful with y'all. It's gonna be great. What the fuck? Oh.
There, I fixed it. It's better.
Okay.
You need the hand dolphin.
For the fucking Pam.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Okay, and your second one was?
Armored coat. So the jacket that I wear has a little bit of armor in it. Just hidden on the inside. Just to make sure.
Okay. Excellent. I
No.
think that's I think
No.
that's it for your character.
This is not excellent.
I think we're
So
done for
fucking
character.
already.
We're excited.
Why don't we go ahead and take a break? Why don't we take a break here, and then when we come back, we're going to talk about the missions that you guys have done in the past and your links with the other players.
Yeah.
All right. We'll be back 3 to 5.
Why is my tongue blue?
What? What?
That's a personal question.
See
I
a
can't.
doctor.
This drink is not blue. Hey, welcome back to Neon Scream, the computer issues with Goob edition.
This is true. This is a special episode.
It
That's
is.
what we're naming it now. Goober.
He is coming back.
Oh,
He's actually
he's back.
there right now.
He's there.
Hey.
As we talked, we timed it perfectly. He is
We
back.
absolutely did. This is
Hello.
great.
Hello. Hi, you're live.
Great.
Don't-
Hello.
Hi.
And
Welcome
I love
back.
that you made your light background to match the blue screen of death. That's
Yeah.
This is what happens on my computer blue screens. It turns my camera to blue because that's the
hey,
thing.
listen, it works.
I love it.
It's,
I mean, it looks.
All right. There we go. We're back. Sorry, chat.
Great. Now I'm ready to act like Angmar because I'm pissed off.
What? Hey, just
Right
you're
in
just
character.
method acting, man.
Like you said earlier.
Yeah.
Just get some stuffed animals and like a jump rope and hit them.
Yeah.
It's just like Angmar, man.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. You should get some like fiber optic cable that you.
There you go.
Hmm.
There you go. Finally serrated.
Okay, so yeah, welcome back, everybody. We're gonna be doing some of the links and stuff, figuring out previous missions that the characters have done before we hop into some actual role playing. If you guys missed the beginning of the episode, Mav was supposed to join us this week, but she's gonna hop in next week. She had something come up, and then we'll meet her character. We'll do that for then. But let's figure out where the background is on these characters. What's going on with the background? So, do we want to start with anybody in particular here? Does anybody have an idea of a previous mission that they had happen and who it was against? Our new characters.
Okay.
So if you have one, go for it. Otherwise,
Siren or Elbereth?
So I did a mission for downlink against I.
Against AYE. Okay.
Yes.
All right, so let's bump up the clock one there. Okay. And what was this mission?
So AYE were going to start releasing data about some of the people who were involved with downlink. And it was it was one of these things that is potentially catastrophic, and it got quite we were slightly worried about some of our higher up members kind of being named, and locations and things like that being broadcast to a slightly higher general public. So it was my job to kind of start shutting that down and bringing that data back across to us.
Yeah, absolutely. I could easily see something like that happening. That's like downlink's priority number one, I think.
Mhm.
If information gets released about its members, then that's a major problem. Who joined you on this mission?
I would have.
All right, Angmar. We're gonna go ahead and nudge that clock up a little bit.
Oh no.
Anybody else?
Sorry, who is this against again?
Against
AYE.
AYE.
The communications group.
it's also 4 on the clock, so want to say that now.
So
Hey,
if we,
I'm also trying not to meta.
uh-huh.
Yeah, no, we wouldn't have done it.
Can we
But no.
actually question though? So that's at 4 now, and there's
What have
nobody
we
left
done
in the.
What have we done against AYE?
If Richard and Voss are gone, then would we still have that heat?
We don't have the heat on areas. Basically, in the Richard Voss sense of things, anything that are Richard Voss related are going to get notched down. So the uplink is going to get notched down.
Yep.
Does that,
As
like, go
well as
away over
Pharma
time?
U. And then
So Richard and Voss didn't
Lance-
have anything against them. We just
Lance-
accumulated that.
Yeah, Lance and U plus are gonna get nudged down a little bit. Yep.
And so we had that high of a thing against AYE.
Oh, we did? Holy shit.
I don't even remember doing anything against them. Fair
It was probably something back end that we alerted them of.
Yeah.
no, fair enough.
Cool.
It's good. I mean, that's totally a thing. We did
Yeah.
fuck with stuff.
Basically, what's happened is Pharma U got cleared, Uplink got cleared, U plus went down 1, and Lance went down 1.
Damn.
Not bad.
But there's
on.
new problems. So
Yep.
Siren plus
Yes.
Angmar for AYE.
Yep.
Mhm.
AYE is getting dangerous. Getting dangerous.
Do I add a link for that, or is that only that Siren does?
You Angmar get a link with Siren. Siren, you don't get anything.
I don't need links. Fuck y'all.
Oh,
I don't
actually,
need people.
hold on. Let me just double check that. I always screw this up.
Yeah, it's one way, not the other, and I can't remember which it
Yeah,
is.
I never remember which way around it is.
Links.
No, I think it is because you get a link when you join in. You get a benefit for joining. Otherwise, mechanically,
Yeah,
it's just
yeah,
wrong.
everyone
I'm
gets
just
a
getting
link that did
used.
the mission
You
with
get
them.
nice things for it.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
I think you're right, Wack. But yeah, double check.
Right?
I always get confused with it. I'm gonna
Yeah,
just
I
double-
think you're right on this because I remember last time it was like, well, why would I do a mission with them if I literally get nothing? But we add
Yeah.
these.
Yeah.
Hey, question: is Siren spelled SIR3N?
Yes.
Sweet.
Oh, good. I gotta
And-
update the overlays. That's fine.
Sorry. Sorry. Does it help if I then change it further to S1?
I just need to see some deck
R3.
pics. That's all I'm saying.
S1R3N.
Send deck
S1,
pics,
S1,
and
alright.
everything will be forgiven.
I mean,
Does that count as foreign account?
where's my...
Yeah, I'm gonna have to update that.
I just need some deck pics.
I want to get one of those things that they like the sound effects where it's like, ting, just like I'm adding a thing onto it every time.
No, you need like. I feel like this needs a piece of paper, that you have to like
Yeah.
fold over, like an
It's just
old timey
days
calendar.
back here, days since incident, 0. Every it'll be 6 every time, and then I'll have to flip it back to 0.
Oh, come on, Drift. Don't put deck pics in the fucking Neon Scream Discord.
Tag pics in the Discord, guys.
God damn.
We
Let
want
me
to
see those hot. Let me see those hot deck
We want to
pics.
see your decks.
Listen, I'll save that for
man.
later, but now's not the time.
Now that is a deck. That's a deck.
Oh.
I'm
Links.
gonna post
Okay.
a deck
All right,
picture of
let's
my
not
own.
let's not let's not. Let's not.
Oh.
Nah.
Okay. So yes, they take a +1 link with your character.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. So,
Yep.
yeah, you
So
take-
Angmar was the only one that was a +1 with Siren. Okay. And let's see. What was it? Elbereth?
Elbereth.
The breath. Go.
Elbreth the breath.
That's Mr. Vang.
Mr. Vang the Breath.
No problem, breath.
That
Go
sounds
ahead.
good. All right. So on a job for Uplink, not Downlink specifically, but for Uplink, Elbereth took a particular mission against machine-made man.
For uplink against Machine Man Man.
Correct.
Okay. Interesting.
The
It's almost like he's the antithesis to Richard.
maybe I wanted something different. I don't know.
Are you only wearing one glove?
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's gonna irritate me every time you lift your hands. Oh no.
You switched that? Oh no, you reversed the camera. Never mind.
Yeah, I put it so that actually is readable because it's reversed in Zoom, but
Couldn't
not
you just
when it gets transferred.
180 the text? You just
Why would I?
180 the
No,
text.
it's Zoom being dumb. That's fine.
Oh, okay.
Zoom has a mirror function that
Oh
automatically.
yeah, the automatic.
But when you
yeah.
capture it, then it doesn't. For some, it's
I
bizarre.
thought the mirror was intentional.
No. But yeah, so against Machine Made Man for Uplink, he was hired to scope out one of their newest facilities. Not to necessarily attack or anything, just get intel and basically spy on machine-made man. Some of their newest cyberware that has been hinted at actually legitimately being semi-flare-proof. And Uplink did not want something that could undermine their mission.
Ooh. Okay.
So this wasn't a break-in. This was are they actually for real making something that's flare-proof or at least flare-resistant? Because if so, and you can survive on Earth with cyberware, the Ark is meaningless. And Uplink ain't gonna have any of that.
Okay.
So they hired me.
You don't have an allegiance to. Okay. I got you.
I'm doing that for Uplink because I don't give a shit about machine man. I wouldn't care. I don't have anything against them, but I'm there to collect information. So my mission was to scope it out, to figure out key people that were supposed to be working on this project, see if they're actually there, confirm they're there, and get any intel I possibly can sent back to Uplink.
Excellent. Okay. Well, I think I already know the answer to this, but let's go around the room. Kit, were you involved in this mission?
We would have been, yeah.
Okay. All right. And Siren, were you involved in this mission?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. Angmar?
Oh, that's a tough one. I'm not an intelligence guy, man.
Fair. The question then would be, are you the one who hired me or not?
No, I wouldn't have done that.
There's other
Fair.
ways you could have helped, whether it be
Yeah.
like getting us, like transportation, or offering men, or offering supplies. Like
There is a lot of ways.
yeah,
I mean, or getting
The
us
pusher,
like,
you know, the pusher almost takes on a sort of fixer role sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
doesn't mean you
I'll
have
say that
to.
I was involved.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, so Angmar and Kit, you get a link with Elbereth.
L.
is it Albereth or Elbereth?
Elbereth. E-L-B-R-E-T-H.
Vang.
So the breath.
Yes.
That was my joke from earlier, yes.
Good job.
I did it, Reddit. I did it.
It's just like El Nino is for the Nino. Chris Farley, I miss you.
Anyway, I was just thinking about him the other day.
Who doesn't
Okay.
miss that guy?
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, let's look at our landscape right now.
I
Guys-
do have one question, Wack,
Yes.
before we move forward. I know that they've done their missions, but because we're new characters, we have zero links with anybody.
Yeah, and that's my next point was I was going to
Okay,
say
sorry.
we're going to need to have them do missions as well. We need more missions
Oh no.
because they need to have
Oh.
links.
Fuck me.
None either.
Yeah, so we need another mission from Kit and Angmar each.
Shit.
Sorry.
All right. Yep,
Why you guys gotta be a pain in the ass? Like, why you guys gotta do this?
Question.
And then when Mav comes in, Mav's got to have to figure out some stuff too. So we have to figure out if Mav was involved in any of these.
All right, I got one.
Oh yeah,
Give
we
me a
can
sec.
we can
I wanna
ask if
message
she's
you real quick,
involved.
Wack.
So you're taking note of these missions to see if she was involved or not.
Yep.
Wack. Okay, great. Thank you.
All right, I've got one. Sensex is still around, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we did a mission against Sensex. and it was an infiltration mission where we were to go to one of their their VR bar bay things where people go into like a VR pod and can, you know.
Oh, sure.
It's basically like the what was that bar that we went to? The AR bar.
Yeah, it was. I don't remember what it was called, but it was an AR.
Met Miguel.
Yeah. So it's kind of like that. Well, a place like that, right? Owned by Sensex. Hell, that place might even be owned by Sensex. But it was to install chips that would copy and download people's informations not knowingly whenever they used the VR AR systems. And it was to basically get in there, put those in there, and leave without a trace.
So you mean AR?
AR, VR.
Yeah, there's a big difference here.
No,
by the way,
I know there's a big difference.
There was.
Too, but I'm saying,
did you guys see the tweet, by the way, of the AR with a different world?
Oh,
You need to fucking check that out right now.
for learning.
Insane! I saw it this morning. It was a tweet that went out this morning, and they overlaid a fake world over the real world, and they just have like a window you could see out into the real world, and then everything else looked like it was from like, I don't even know. It looked like something crossed between Ni no Kuni and Studio Ghibli and Legend of Zelda or something. Like, crazy.
Okay.
So if you find the link to the tweet or something, let me know.
I'll find it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so whether they use AR or VR, I know that they're different, but Sensex would have a hand in both. Like,
I think the VR has mostly been phased out. It's mostly AR now.
okay, well, AR then, yeah.
Okay.
So any users of the program would, because essentially, basically, if we went into that AR bar, it had to kind of scan us, download what we look like, and do all that stuff. And while in that process, the idea is that these chips that we've installed would also scan and copy their consciousness at the same time.
Okay. Okay. So they're almost infringing on AYE's territory.
Entirely.
Yeah. Okay. And let's go around and see who had any links. Who helped on this mission? Did you help at all, Elbereth?
I would say yes. And I'd say this is probably the first mission that I did with Angmar. Probably if this is taking place like right after what we just did, it probably took place a little while ago.
Okie doke.
But yeah, you would have been looking up someone who's good at casing a joint and getting intel from it, and that
Sure.
you would have found me because of that.
Sure.
Okay. And a Kit?
No.
Okay. So what I would like to say is that because of the nature of the way that things have happened so far, normally what you guys get to do, and this isn't something that we really did in the first season, because links actually do get changed around as we go through the story, and I'll do that this season. This is a mechanical thing that I didn't really do correctly.
Okay, fair enough.
You guys are gonna add a link with each other, I think. So Kit and Angmar, you guys get to add a link with each other, and this is based on this previous mission that you guys did.
So if I already have one link with them,
you can bump it up to a 2.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. You're doing missions, you get links. Okay, sure. Voss, you and I should have had so many links.
Oh my god, yeah. Holy
That's
shit.
all right.
It's good.
No,
That's
we
cool.
got out. Like we.
Yeah, no. It's not. I'm more like that's a cool mechanic. I like that.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So Kit, do you think that you were involved in this?
Yeah, no. I don't think so.
Siren?
Yes. I was involved in this one. This was my first mission as kind of staffing under Angmar.
Okay. And how would you say Elbereth? How would you say that you were involved a little bit with that? Like, what were you doing on the mission?
So, if I heard the mission correctly, it was casing the joint and then planting chips on the headsets themselves. What I would have done, and I'm looking at my moves specifically, is I would have found the location exactly, as well as where all of the pieces of hardware were, entry exit points, and got intel on like the easiest way to break in through matrix wise for Siren. So like potential jack-in points,
like physical spots.
Physical spots that she could have like walked up, plugged in, and been good. That would have been what I would have done for this. Not gone in specifically, but made it so that it was very easy for her to do her job.
This is probably why I didn't go. Is he did my job there, but better. So.
Okay. And Siren, I think we kind of know why, but maybe was there a more sort of in-depth reason that you would have been on this mission?
So being a hacker, one of the reasons that I got into hacking in the first place was toying with people who used VR and AR, because people who use AR are not the brightest of sparks. People who use that kind of technology and go out to bars are not. They're not my favorite sorts of people in any way. And so my background and my start is actually kind of messing with that kind of software. So
that's got to be one of the favorite hacking activities in this cyberpunk age, right? Is just fucking with like AR and stuff. Yeah. Like just messing with it. Like
it's such a bad prank, but makes so much sense.
Like they've got some kind of like Disney thing for kids, and then there's like that Exorcist pop up, like the fucking like. Like
oh yeah,
or the
traumatizing children,
or like the worst
car commercial.
Yeah, yep.
With
or like the worst thing would be like they take off the VR headset, or they think that they do, but they actually don't, and then it's like another world.
Man,
that would be fucking awesome.
And then the Exorcist or the what is it, the Grudge from the TV?
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. So yeah, no. Her start was in fact fucking with people who are using AR, particularly for kind of leisure and pleasure purposes, right? So knowing that, Downlink put me sort of under Angmar's command to do that job in particular, and to make sure that whoever it was who was installing chips knew exactly what they were doing and had blind spots to do so.
Awesome. Totally see that. No problem. Okay, so Elbereth and Siren, you add a +1 link to Angmar.
Oh no.
Roger.
Oh boy. To Angmar, yeah.
Bang.
Yes.
That's gonna happen more than once.
Oh, I've been called every character, I think, so far, except Ron.
Please don't call me Simon.
Whistling saddens.
only after you die.
Wow.
Okay. Cool beans. Cool beans. I think we're ready to roleplay. We ready?
Oh my god!
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Okay. So
I'm down.
Yeah.
So.
The title of this mission is Up, Up, and Away.
Oh boy.
Oh god. We did get the fucking mission. Fuck.
Oh.
Alrighty.
I'm not ready. Can we take a 5-minute break? Because I'm like, I'm not. Can I read the manual once more? Because I'm not ready for this.
I think
we're gonna start.
The playbook just changed again. We should.
We should probably take 5 minutes just to read out the playbook because it's just changed again.
Okay.
I'm like, I need new skills.
So, we're starting a few weeks after the events of the previous episode where Richard and Voss left the scene. We'll say 3 weeks have passed. Oh yeah, guys, Super Mega Punch came out with a great thing. If you guys didn't see, Distracted Elf actually lost 2 arms in character creation for the nameless ones. It was pretty great.
Oh wait, that's what you're
Pretty
talking about? What the fuck?
I had them roll for sacrifices that they had to make.
Oh,
It was a 1 out of 2,500 chance that would happen, and she got it. I let her re-roll because I didn't want to give her both.
Thank you. I was like, how would you play a character without arms?
That would be
That doesn't
so
seem very
cool,
conducive
man.
to a character.
Yeah, that's pretty good. If you guys didn't, if you guys missed the Nameless One's character creation, you should check it out.
Please
So,
do.
hey Whack, what do you call a guy with no arms and no legs in the ocean? Bob. Continue.
you should feel shamed, shunned, disgusted with yourself. You're a
What do you call a man
horrible
with no arms and no legs on the wall? Art.
Fucking.
Goobers.
God
Goobers.
damn, dude.
Goobers.
What do you call a girl with one leg leaning up against the wall? Eileen.
Eileen.
That's
Oh my
PC's
god.
name. Why did Sally fall off the swing? She had no arms. Hey, Dan. Knock,
Yeah.
knock.
Who's there?
Not Sally.
You're horrible people. Horrible human beings. Horrible.
Well, Neon's been fun, guys. Have a good one. We'll see you later.
Oh.
Today's been a great session. You guys have been great. Like, we love you a great deal.
That may be one of my favorite combo jokes, Jay. I knew something was happening. I didn't know what it was, and I'm very pleased with it.
It's my favorite joke.
Oh my god.
So up and away, right?
Up, and
Yes.
away.
Okay, so I have to change some alerts. We got to change these because they're all fucked up now. They're all fucky.
Because Lamazon knows of your puns and jokes.
AYE is at 4. They are the new trouble zone area.
Fucking worst, dudes. I heard all these with your last
It's
stream.
it's as bad as what you call a guy with a shovel in his head, Doug. Like,
I've never heard that.
Sensex is at 2.
no? What do you call a guy with a seagull on his head? Cliff. Like, what is wrong with you people?
I don't get that line.
I had terrible friends in high school, and they were just a whole bunch of Helen Keller jokes. That's all I have aside from these.
Aw.
Yeah, I don't. Don't. It's laughing in Welsh intensifies.
Whack will remember that. Or Whack.
What is
Whack.
this fucking? This is fucking Wolf Among Us season 2.
Yeah, right.
Hey, if we're messing with things, can I step away for just 2 seconds?
Sure.
Thanks.
Whack will remember that.
Whack slowly like crumples inside.
That is absolutely like an accurate,
Wild.
an accurate description.
Whack.
Okay.
What's green and has 4 wheels?
I don't care.
Dan, what's green and has 4 wheels?
What, Jay?
Grass. I lied about the wheels.
I've heard that one before.
I love anti-jokes.
Yeah, the what's brown and sticky is stick.
A stick. Oh, man.
An Irishman walks out of a bar.
Oh, really?
That's...
Really, Dan?
Right before
Okay.
PAX East,
I'm like
too.
an 8
So-
Irish.
We are
We all are, aren't we?
we are updated now on the lists of the corporate clocks for where we're at.
Uh-oh.
Alrighty. Do this right? Okay. So, Angmar.
Pool table.
Angmar.
I'm listening. I got you. Let's do this.
You've been trying to reach Angelo in general, in regards to the U+ situation. You've gotten some follow-ups in regards to the whole thing. Primarily that there are a lot of false flags, and something is going on with U+ at the moment. It's basically a bad time to investigate. Angelo has said that they're not giving up on it. It's not going away, but for now they have to keep things quiet. And instead, you've been contacted by one of Angelo's representatives.
This is outside of the network, the standard contact network.
They've arranged a meeting. They've arranged a meeting.
Okay.
They've arranged a meeting, and this is coming from.
Did Joe roll for sacrifice yet?
No, not yet. This has come from a representative by the name of Armando Cordova.
I feel like we've heard that name before.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And by
me
feel,
too.
I mean we've 100% heard of
Have we?
Armando Cordova.
We've heard
yeah, we've heard that.
Cordova.
Yeah.
I think you've gotten a Cordova.
Okay,
That was-
not Armando Cordova.
Oh,
not
Cordova
on
was wasn't it
The
your other
security guard?
contact? No, it was your other contact at Downlink or Uplink like 2 weeks
Oh,
ago,
okay.
he was
wasn't
one
it?
of the... Yeah, okay.
So-
okay.
If it's a different one, sorry. I thought it was familiar.
So here's the thing. A lot of contacts and people that don't want their names to be known use a lot of repeat names. John Smith, John Doe.
Great. Just wanted to confirm
A
it's
lot
not the
of
same
these-
person we run
A
into.
lot of these people are sort of beige, right? Like they are the unknown known people. They are the people that are one of the many that represent the same entities. They are the Mr. Johnsons, yes.
Cool.
So having a similar name doesn't really mean anything. These people are not using.
Sure. Okay, that makes sense. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't the same person.
So, you've been contacted by Armando Cordova, and they've set up a meeting at a essentially sort of like an AR cafe during the daytime, and it's a sort of hole in the wall kind of place. It's like a shitty one. It's like a super shitty one.
Okay.
And it is what's the name? It's called Decadent Socialite. And it's totally the antithesis for what it looks like. The place is a shithole. It's just an app. Like maybe 10 years ago, it would have been nice, maybe, but it's just kind of no money's been put into somebody cleaning this place, keeping it well maintained. There's like one person in here that's probably enjoying like a porn AR experience, you know. They're just it's the person that's there during the daytime that is very much oblivious to everything else. They're probably making noises, and you know, it's the whole thing is inappropriate. But at a place like this, it's not well maintained. It's probably not watched. That's the kind of vibe that you'd get from this.
I fairly regularly meet contacts here.
So, Kit, are you joining Angmar for this meeting? Or Angmar, would you have told Kit?
I was just gonna ask.
Would be
Have I
available.
been told what this is in regards to?
It's a downlink job. Basically, it's just been this is to find out what it's about.
Yeah, I would have had Kit come with. Over the past couple of weeks, I was very hesitant, but because we got Richard to turn off the information from U Plus in Kit's brain, essentially, iPhone. I slowly started to trust Kit a little bit more, but still cautious.
Okay. All right. So the place in general is kind of playing some like pretty, I guess, just like mellow kind of generic EDM or something in the background. And going inside, you already feel like a little skeeved out. You know what I mean? It's that kind of a place. So you and Kit show up. Are Elo and Arthur in the car? Are you...
Arthur's in the car. The car's on and running. Elo is at the front door waiting. Or smoking, standing by the entrance-ish. He's not guarding it. He's just near it.
Okay. Upon entering this place, there's sort of the difference between this and that the sort of sex club that you guys went to previously. This is very much not busy. There's not a fill of sort of vape smoke about, or vapor rather, about. It's mostly pretty empty in here. Upon entering, it kind of is about the size of a sort of like mid-sized cafe. They have like a bar up at the front, and you guys are there at midday. It's straight up noon. And upon entering, you would have been given like choices like, how would you like your AR experience to begin? What account shall we credit for these, like general garbage kind of corporate announcements?
Mm-hmm.
And it's sort of like different AR experiences. I think that they've got sort of a very like old school packages. Like they're not nearly up to date, like in their kind of like shitty VR. They maybe have like one sort of newer one. That's all they could afford. But like everything else is just kind of, I don't know, like pretty generic. It's kind of like weird. You know how like if you buy like say like a non-name brand version of a program, it's kind of got like shitty versions of the name brand stuff. It has that for all of the programs here. I think it's got like sort of like high saturation and like you know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. Standard Twitter and or Instagram filters.
Yeah, and then it's got like one popular one, maybe like a recent like AR program or something that got run. Maybe some like popular celebrity could be like hanging out with you or whatever. It's just kind of maybe it's the sport package, like the Cyber Football League package. Where you can have like everything sort of dressed up like your favorite team. I feel like that's a thing that could happen here. So there could be like banners and stuff hanging down, But it's got like this list of choices that pop up on your iPhone when you both walk in.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna go with the as I did before. I go with as blank of a slate as possible. I had my character be.
You basically turn it to like shades of gray.
Shades of gray, and also like as nondescript for me looking as possible, right? Like whatever I'm getting, whatever I'm looking like, it's just as again nondescript as possible.
Okay, sort of a blank. Almost like one of the mannequins, those sort of drawing mannequins that you can get.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so you pass by the bar. Upon walking past, there's actually a human being working at the bar, which is an interesting touch. And the person just says, and when you look to them, you see like this, I think like probably like a super hot bartender, like just obnoxious, like playmate, like super dimensions, basically. And you could hear there's kind of a really bad filter over a male voice, and it's just like, you know, can I take your order? And it's like, and it's overlaid with a sort of bubbly, can I take your order?
Mm-hmm.
No, thanks.
Are you sure? We have all different kinds of the newest synthohalls.
No, thanks.
I take a glance around. Do I see anybody else in the bar?
Yeah, there is one individual in the like third booth in. There's like a curtain that's kind of like half closed in AR for you. Again, you just have a sort of really generic kind of overlay. It just has everything sort of desaturated and bland. And what you see, Angmar, is basically what you get, just a desaturated version. There's somebody inside the booth that is quite clearly in some kind of porn fantasy, some kind of sense X adventure. They're oblivious to you and Kit, and yeah, they're just going to town.
Can I be like a 5-foot tall Pikachu, by the way? Can that be my...
Sure, absolutely. There's probably like shitty versions, though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we've just been watching Pikachu.
Horrible.
Pokemon.
What is that, Mikyu version or whatever? The
Mimikyu?
Would you be like the fat Pichu
the
version
fat
of it?
one. You know, the ones that
Yeah.
like deflate when they're in like New York Square or
Oh my god, and they tackle them off?
Macy's
Yeah.
parade.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, the Thanksgiving
New York
parades
Square,
are
Times
just
Square.
fucking up.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just this horrible off-brand Pikachu. It doesn't really look like anything. Like the ears are all weird, and you've got like a regular tail. Like it doesn't have the lightning bolt. Like it's just it's dragging on the ground. And it's an awful fucking version. It's just terrible. So you've got this sort of mock anime overlay that's horribly done. And everything is just like it has like big eyes, and
I love it.
Fucking awful.
I turn back to the bartender and I just go, Cordova.
Cordova? Oh. And again, you're hearing this like sort of raspy voice underneath all this stuff. It's so off-putting and bad. Like it's so low quality. And points over to the to one of the booths in the back.
Okay.
As you walk
Thank
over, you hear like no problem. No problem.
No.
Before we get over there, I look at Kit. I say, do you want to come with, or are you staying out, meeting, talking with your new friend?
We want to come with.
All right, I'll do most of the talking.
Sorry, we won't talk.
Don't apologize, Kit. I've got this taken care of.
Okay.
So what do I see at this booth?
The booth you see is kind of it looks almost like a restaurant kind of booth, right? Like there's a table and there's two like cushioned benches that have their paint sort of peeling and faded, and the cushions sort of peeled up a little bit. I mean, in general, this place is pretty grungy. Like there's just kind of generic dirt that's all about. As the rain outside is sort of picked up again. It's one of those like hot rains where it's just kind of it's hot as fuck outside, but it's still like pouring rain. So you guys can kind of hear that in the background going. But the booth in general has a curtain that's sort of like pulled back. There is a very sort of, I think, probably like clean cut person at a booth. Can't really tell if they're male or female. Just kind of as androgynous as humanly possible, I think. They're wearing very corporate attire, very much like stiff collars, and they look a lot nicer than this place would indicate somebody like that would look in here.
Okay. I go up to the person and I look at them and I say, "Do you mind if we join you?"
Sit.
I take a seat opposite of them.
They close the squeaky curtain. Kit, I assume you've gone in as well.
Yeah, sorry. I'll probably squeak in next to Angmar, or we will right there.
Okay. You sit down. I think the bench is probably like a little sticky, like as you move in, like you feel like that sort of movie theater kind of texture on the ground. And
this is also like, this is just normal for Angmar. Like, this is just normal for me. Just because I'm used to, like, our base is just a fucking empty warehouse that's never been cleaned. It's gross, but he doesn't care.
The person that you're sitting opposite from definitely does care. You can see that they have sort of cleaned their area as nicely as possible. They have some sort of cocktail. Probably not a cocktail. It's probably like straight, clear synthahol. It's probably like their equivalent of vodka. And it's clear. There's no ice. It's straight. It's just on a little cocktail napkin, and everything is sort of like perpendicular and straight on their side. And they say, "Welcome. It is a pleasure to meet one such as yourself, Angmar. Angelo has high praises for you."
It's taken a long time to get those, but here we are. This is Kit. Kit works with me.
We've been told of this one. Hi. They incline their head to you. Angmar, please give me a start of the mission move. We need a get the job. Roll plus your edge, please. And Kit, you are considered helping or interfering.
Or hindering.
Roll plus your links with Angmar.
Do you want to roll the links first? Or can I roll the links first, or does he do the roll?
Sure,
first?
whatever you want.
Right.
Yeah, you can do a link first. Yeah.
That's
Oh,
a 10. That's a 10.
There we go.
You can decide if you want to help or hinder in a second. Angmar?
Oh, I'm supposed to roll first. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Come on.
We'll find out
got
if Kit is helping or hindering after your roll.
Come on. This is the. I'm sorry. The get the job.
Get the job plus your edge.
Okay, here we go. Come on, buddy.
That's a
That's a
14.
12.
I will make that
That's
a
All
14.
right.
You're gonna what?
Hell yeah.
I'll make that a 14. That's,
Okay.
Just because we can.
Just for posterity's
So,
sake. I
just,
like your style.
You know.
Get the job. You get to choose 3 from the list below. Employer provides useful information, intel. The employer provides useful assets, gear. The job pays well. The meeting doesn't attract attention. The employer is identifiable.
Oh. How many clues
Sorry,
do we
this
get?
is peripheral basic moves. The bottom, yeah.
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 Angmar gets 3.
3? Oh, damn.
3.
Okay. Some of those are really good.
That was a huge roll right there.
Yes.
This fucked us. This was the one of the rolls that
Well, getting
Always
in the last
paid
season.
fucked
Every
us.
time.
Oh, it was the getting paid. That's what it was. Yeah, 'cause you
Correct,
You
yeah.
get a bomb
That-
put in your fucking head.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Okay. Whatever useful information. So intel, gear, pays well, meeting doesn't attract attention. Employer is identifiable. Okay, I get 3 of them.
3.
Whoa, so good, dude.
Pays well. Doesn't attract attention. And shit. We'll go with gear.
You're going to go with the employer provides useful assets. Okay. Interesting.
Good get.
Interesting.
That's a good interesting.
Is that one piece of gear or constant gear? Nani.
Oh, it's just up to the DM to decide.
Yeah, you're giving him a choice.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
I,
All right.
I have to figure out where I'm going to do that.
That is
Okay.
super cool.
Cool. I like that.
Okay.
I like that a lot.
Can we get airdrop the tank?
Sheila!
I will give you, once you hear this, you're going to be very thankful for that choice.
Oh, really? Oh, shit.
really?
All right. All right.
Good get, dude.
Nice
I will
choice.
say that this was a very good one to roll well on. Okay. So, Cordova looks at you and says, "We have heard of some very important information that we need to be dealt with. There is, as I'm sure you're aware, much debate going on as to the most effective means of protecting oneself from the flare. Unfortunately for us, we all know the best way. We all know the most secure way to ensure that our consciousnesses will live on. But others don't. Or to be clear, they shouldn't. The space elevators that have been a source for many of the corporate executives to leave this planet often give us problems. We need someone to deal with these problems. We're looking for an accident to happen aboard one of Teslamazon's space elevators. We want Teslamazon to be blamed for an incident. SenseX is currently sending their AR streamers to live stream an AR experience aboard one of the space elevators. We would like you to engineer an accident and make Teslamazon take the blame. Your directives for this mission are to sabotage the space elevator so that the passengers die, to make it look like it's Teslamazon's fault, to place an offensive firewall so that Teslamazon can't cut the feed. The space elevators will be heavily guarded, so it's important not to engage them in outright hostilities, but to occupy the Lance security around the elevator. Otherwise, you will be facing certain death. You must obtain space elevator credentials to gain access. And you will be paid for your efforts if you do this successfully. Downlink and interest in downlink and uplink will thrive if this is accomplished. This is one of our primary goals, and an opportunity has presented itself to not only damage Sensex's disgusting practices, but to also damage Teslamazons. Are you ready, Angmar?
I've always been ready. And I'll always be ready when it comes to the Ark.
I know that if this is completed, steps will be taken in regards to your goals.
Our goals.
I've been in contact with some others. I believe you know of them to assist you. A hacker by the name of Siren and a hunter, Mr. Fang.
It's been a little while, but they were extremely useful at their time.
I'm currently trying to reach another in regards to the mission, but they're a bit of an enigma.
Aren't we all?
I believe that you can get started with them.
Other than other operatives, is there anything else that you can provide us in preparing for this? Directions, information, gear?
As you know, this is a very important step for Downlink. We will be compensating you thoroughly for a successful completion of this mission. But due to the severity in nature of the task assigned, we understand your need for assistance. Your fellow ARC members have provided that. A sort of, you could see this person sort of like reach up to their side of their head, like where their iPhone interface might be, and they just kind of flick something over to you. You get like an encrypted message.
And encrypt it.
Okay. And you can see essentially you can see essentially that there are several, I guess, detailed schematics on high explosives. It looks like the explosives are meant for like major damage. We're talking like big explosives.
Good.
A backup plan. It's important that this activity goes unnoticed for the most part. We don't want the populace believing that this was a act of sabotage. We want this to be the fault of Teslamazon, so that Teslamazon is blamed for these activities. They make faulty space elevators. They make unsafe means of escaping the flare. But a secondary objective would be to place these explosives in the climber compartment of the space elevator, hidden, so that, if necessary, they can be detonated remotely.
Either way, we'll be doing damage.
Yes, but as I've said, direct damage is not our favorite means of accomplishing this task. Teslamazon must be blamed. Do you understand?
I've been listening. I know what I'm supposed to do.
Excellent. Your contacts have been notified and will contact you shortly. Meet with them and be prepared. This AR stream begins in 1 week.
Good. Plenty of time to prepare. Might I ask one other thing? Angelo, though giving me high praises and apparently passing that information off onto you, has been fairly quiet lately. Due to all of the good work that I have been doing, I would assume that that would be the opposite. Why am I being kept at a distance?
You're not. I've been instructed to tell you that things up the chain are getting very complicated. A step such as this may uncomplicate things.
I'll do what I do for the Ark. Always for the Ark. Is there anything else you need of us?
That is all. Good day.
You too.
I get up and leave.
Thank you for your time.
They take the
There we
vodka
go.
and just...
We'll follow.
I want to go outside, and when Kit opens the door and comes to me, and before Elo gets to me,
What's wrong, Angmar? Are we doing the job?
we're doing the job. I'm just complications from our leadership, my leadership, Uplink's leadership. Complications with corporate idiots is what undoes so much that we've worked so hard for.
So we do the job, right?
Yes.
And it helps?
Well, that's the idea. But sometimes I wonder if it really does.
Angmar, you could make your own downlink.
I don't know. Sometimes I think that I could.
You could
Sometimes I
probably.
think. Sometimes I think that I could just bring the whip. And instead of being a pawn, have the whip. Be the judgment and the sentence.
You could do it. We can help if you want.
You would follow me?
Mm-hmm. We're trying to be nicer, and that would be a nice thing to do. So we would follow you. Do you want us to go kill him?
No.
Okay.
If that is something, then it has to be done carefully and quickly.
We're quick.
And we're not ready for it quite yet.
Okay.
But I appreciate your sentiment. All right. Let's get the others and head back and contact these new people. I think you'll like them. You might have even worked with one.
We know Vang. He's nice. We like them.
That's right. All right. Nice signal Elo to get in the car and that we're going.
Okay. Yeah, so Elo just says, everything okay with?
It's fine, Elo.
He's upset.
Let's go.
Elo just kind of like chuckles a little bit. He says, no, if Whip was upset, there'd be a lot more damage.
I'm already walking into the car on the other side as he says that.
We'll get in.
Okay. Doors open.
We're like immediately asleep in the seat against the window 5 minutes later.
So Siren, you've been contacted essentially by one of the members of Downlink, a sort of generic person by the name of Cordova, and you've done jobs essentially with Angmar and Kit before, and there's a new one that's popped up that's kind of sparked your interest, primarily because it fucks with Sensex, which is just your favorite thing to do ever.
They are wonderful.
And you've been instructed to contact Angmar about this whole thing.
Do I have access to be able to do that? Do I have Angmar's number or like?
Yeah, I think that there's definitely like a sort of connection or something that you can run that will like.
Isn't that what hackers do?
Yeah.
You're also part of the Downlink encrypted network. Like you're a part of Downlink, so you have a way to connect with me.
So I'd send a message through to Angmar that reads permission to connect.
Granted.
And I'll give him a call across our network.
Is it a call that you give him?
I mean, I feel like I feel like I'd rather do things over voice so that I can be doing other things at the same time.
I also feel like that there was another incident before where Siren tried to contact me via texting and all that other
shit, and then suddenly like the fucking something like Alexa activate and fucking there's
Jesus Christ! No, I would say that.
What are you watching?
I communicated my absolute disdain for non-voice communication because I wanted to make sure everyone knew the feeling I had in my voice, if there was one.
So yeah, I'm going to connect across the network.
Hello, Siren.
Angmar, I've been sent a message to connect to you. Are you well, sir?
Yes. How have you been?
Same as always. Fun. Anyway, a job, right?
Yes.
Wonderful.
Possibly the biggest one that you've handled so far?
I mean, it's big, but it's not,
Well, according to your records, it would be the biggest, but then again, you are a hacker, and I would assume that you would have expunged what you didn't want to be seen.
It's not out of my leagues, I'm
You
sure.
do know that that's against Downlink protocol, right?
Sure. But you wouldn't keep me around if you didn't absolutely need me, right? Some of us of the better lot are allowed the odd transgression. You understand that, I'm sure.
You're one of the smartest sirens. That's why we're going to need you. Have you been briefed?
No. Not overly. Little bits of information here and there, but I hear we're fucking with the AR crew again.
Isn't that a favorite pastime of yours?
Don't think you know so much.
It's my job to know these things. Well, here's what we're supposed to be doing. Number one, we're doing damage to both Teslamazon and Sensex. Sensex is sending their top streamers.
And we're going to fuck with them and blame Teslamazon for it. No, I'm with you. Keep going.
They're setting them up the space elevator, and it's our job to make it look like an accident when the space elevator fails.
Perfect. Do we have a plan B for the failure?
Yes, absolutely. We've been given enough explosives.
Ugh, explosives. So archaic.
You don't like a bit of fireworks?
I mean, not actual fireworks, no.
Shame. Well, that is plan B, after all. Hopefully we're not going to have to see it. But if we do, I wouldn't mind seeing it on the news screens.
It should be fun. So, where is base for this?
Well, you'll be operating out of my uplink station. Base, the elevator that we'll be working on is Whack. What elevator are we going to be working on?
So the space elevator, there's one in this sprawl. It's located basically in the northern part of Brazil, sort of the new coast that's kind of been created due to the water. And in case you guys don't know what a space elevator generally looks like, they're usually supposed to be built along the equator, and they're kind of as light as possible. And there's sort of a counterweight that sits like in orbit, essentially, to make sure that it doesn't just, go sideways as it moves.
Basically, the rotation of the Earth just keeps the line taut, and it
Right.
you can just boop, 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 up and back down.
Yes.
It's a theory, anyway.
Yeah. So it's meant to sort of ferry things up there, and if astronauts and things didn't have to deal with atmosphere, the energy that is required to get through Earth's atmosphere is what requires most of the fuel that is in rockets and stuff like that. It's all burnt up as it leaves the atmosphere. It takes a tremendous amount of energy to get the hell out. So if you bypass that, if you say have the shuttle in space already, or if it's built up there, and you have a space station or something, if you're able to just get up there without having to launch a shuttle every time, that's a big deal. It saves tremendous amounts of energy, and that the proposal is to try and find ways around that energy problem. And a lot of the problems rely on the fact that, hey, even if we get that, it's still going to require a tremendous amount of energy to haul whatever it is up that far or whatever. There's all kinds of theories and things like that. But this is Cyberpunk future, man. They figured it out.
They got that shit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because cyber.
Yeah. If they can make a fucking AR doorway, they can make a fucking space elevator work.
I can't look at that right now. It's freaking me out.
Yeah, it makes
I
me
have to
feel a
look at
little
it
bit
later.
sick.
Well,
I have to look at it
it's
later.
weird.
Oh, the
Not gonna
tweet
lie,
thing
was-
thing?
Yeah.
Like, my first thought was like, I want to pop acid and go to that.
Oh God, no you
Right?
don't. No you
To
don't.
that.
You'll fucking
Yes.
lose your mind.
I know.
So,
Oh, God.
yeah, it's sort of been kind of worked out, at least. But yeah.
And this is like north of Venezuela-ish, right?
It's northern Brazil. Yeah, so still in Brazil, but on the northern part.
Okay. So say, what is it? The Raposa Serra del Sol. There's like a mountain range-ish out there.
Let me pull up the map.
It's just to the east of central or west of Guyana.
see Manau. I see Manau. Where are you looking?
All the way at the top of Brazil.
Oh. So those are other countries. But yeah, it's a lot of that stuff is kind of flooded, right? So like a bunch of Venice.
The water goes all the way down there. Okay.
Yeah. Like there's probably like a decent amount of that's flooded. It's in northern Brazil. We'll say probably like
Do we have the
Boa
flooded
Vista
map?
maybe?
Wait, say that again.
Do we
Parker?
have the flooded map?
We had
did.
one. I think it got lost someplace.
Oh.
But yeah, we'll say it's probably like in the Boa Vista area.
Okay, cool.
In the northern Brazil.
Cool. That city design is also fucking amazing. If you zoom into it, it's got big circles that's built around it.
Yeah.
Can we, for the sake of it, imagine the space elevators at the middle of the circle? Like, how beautiful is that?
Centro.
Centro. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Yeah, Centro. Okay.
Looks like a civic park or something that's there. It's probably like the civic building.
Okay. So, Siren, the space elevator is located in Boa Vista. It's pretty much the
where
city
am I
has been
working
built.
from? You have to understand, I'm going to need an office for the next. I take it we're a week away. So I'm going to need an office for the time being, and then somewhere to hide out near the space elevator. You know how this works.
How close do you need to be? You need to be at the elevator at the base or nearby?
No. Nearby is fine. Near enough that I can run and do repairs if needs be, but far enough away that I'm not going to be anywhere near you guys who do your running and gunning thing.
We'll have to find you someplace in Boa Vista then.
I would appreciate it. I definitely would.
So, Elbereth.
Yes.
I think that you are trying to reach Angmar as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Probably looking for a place to meet up or something and talk.
Yep. I like face to face. That's kind of my deal.
Yeah, how do you do that?
After you've hung, and you've worked with me, that there's the main mission, but you've probably worked with me a few times now, Angmar, just for surveillance specifically, when you didn't trust one of your lackeys to actually get the job done well.
Oh, and I guess before we go too far, one thing we have to do is figure out how much cred everybody's staking on this.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Remember, this mission pays well. I think we're supposed to do the cred staking before we do the pay well, but what the hell?
That's fine. I'm gonna fucking take a risk, and I'm gonna put down 3.
Oh yeah. This is
Sirens
a
doing
really.
it too?
I don't trust us anymore. I'm going for 2.
If we fail, I'm probably dead anyway, so I might as well put down 3.
I will put down 1. All I have is
love
1.
All you have. All right, fair enough.
Oh.
You're at
I
least
spent
taking
3
some-
cred on the last mission, right? So
Yeah.
So did I. I've only got 2, so I don't know.
do it.
Quick. Wack,
This is your
what-
mission, man. You gotta go
I know.
all fucking in.
I know. But Wack, was the gear the explosives for Plan B? Just so I know if I should be expecting.
we got the blueprint, not the actual explosive.
No.
Didn't we?
No,
They're
we
not
got
going to
these.
give you they're not going to give you the explosives in the AR thing.
No, I know. But
I think that the implication was that this is being given to you.
Okay.
And that's the gear.
Oh,
And they specifically said if it doesn't work, this is Plan B.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we don't really have to abide by that.
Yeah. I just need to make sure that this is considered the gear
I'm
that I
not
got.
answering the question.
Oh, okay. All right.
He's
Fair
not
enough.
answering
Fair
the
enough.
question. You'll have to figure that out and delve deeper, basically.
Fair enough. All right.
So 3
I haven't decided.
Fuck it. Here we go. We're going 2 for me. That's all I got.
gotta fucking do it.
You
If
gotta.
this fails, I mean, what the hell is downlink anymore?
Yeah.
Okay. So, that's done. Everybody gets 1 XP for accepting the mission.
Oh, that's right.
What is needed to level again? Is it 5 or 10?
10.
5. Every 5 XP.
Every 5?
There was 10 before.
Let me check. I'm pretty sure it's 5, but let me check.
It's 10. Advancement. If XP equals or greater than 10,
okay.
advancement.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
5 would have been fucking ridiculous.
That would have been amazing.
Yeah.
Right.
We'd
No,
have stood
it's-
a chance.
Right, yeah, Rich would still be here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 10.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so Elbereth.
Yeah, so he would have tried to call you first, and you would have been on a call with Siren.
I would have noticed, FYI, that you had
Yeah.
tried to call.
Absolutely. And we've probably done like in all honesty, we probably would have done a few missions together, though it would have been months ago. There was the main mission that we talked about, but there would have been some other things here and there, just for basic surveillance, that you kind of conscripted me. That last mission, which was more important, was the one that you probably contacted me directly for instead of just finding me for some subordinate or person higher than you. So you would have seen a call. You would have gotten a few texts with just mission. I heard there's a mission. I think there's a mission for me. Hey, it's been a long time. There's a mission. Call me back when you're ready. And then that would have been the last text. At the number 5.
Yeah.
Number
Like
5 would have been the last. Like, call me back.
after the first call that I missed, number one, I knew I was getting an avalanche of bullshit afterwards. And so after you called and then just sent fucking machine gun fire text like half a second after each other.
Yep.
I'm trying to say, listen, Siren, God damn it, Siren, fucking.
And this is like par for the course. So you would have. This is not unfamiliarity.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Just
Hey, hey, boss, you need me to take a look at that for you?
no, it's fine. It's fine. It's just
Are you
the other guy we're
sure?
working with. Just, God damn it, Fang!
Sure.
Just meet me at our Portobello location.
Good. Oh, my own office, if they're that annoying, please. Many thanks.
Mm-hmm. I'll see you there.
See you there.
And then I just messaged back. Vang, I say, yes, for the love of God, stop messaging me. Meet at the Portobello downlink location. And I give him an address.
And then you just get a little smiley face. And I head that direction.
Elbereth is the new Jen.
I was just thinking that.
Oh, no.
She was a winky face. Thank you very much.
Oh, is that why you? Oh, for fuck! You kept
I-
sending me
I,
winky faces.
I look up and I say, Elo, Vang is coming back.
Really?
He's good at what he does. Just don't do anything stupid. We need him.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure this comes from above me. I did not make this call.
I told you I could do that job.
I know you can.
I just need a little faith.
I know. But the higher-ups haven't seen that yet, and though I've been trying, it's not something I can control.
Does Angmar know that, like, it's not true that Vang is absolutely better at Elo than this? Or does he
What?
actually think Elo is better? I'm just
Oh
curious for your mindset and your opinion of my character.
God. I don't think he cares.
That's fair.
I think he's more focused on, like, Elo had a past with Vang, and it's not that it's There's
Not that
nothing
it's
bad that
hostile,
happened,
it's
but it was
just
just like it's like I fucking hate that guy.
Sure, yeah. It's just like I
Like-
hate him. I'm not gonna kill him over it, but I don't like him.
Yes, Elo very much does not like you, just because he just doesn't. But
No, personality is conflicting. Absolutely.
yep. But yeah, so I don't know, and I don't think Angmar cares.
Perfect.
So,
That's fine.
Okay. So
So I head straight there once I get the address. Like even if I get there before him, I go right there immediately.
yeah. I don't know if you got the call. Angmar, do you think you got the call from Siren on the way back to the Portobello location? Or
yes.
okay. All right. So we'll say that it takes you maybe a half hour or so to get back.
Do I beat him
guess-
there or no?
Yeah, I know. I want to have you roll, I think.
Sure. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Give
do
me
it.
an act under pressure, I think.
Sure.
Vang versus Arthur.
God damn it.
That's a 9.
Okay. And
I mean, it's a little different for how we're
Yeah.
doing this context-wise, but it's a 9.
okay. So, Angmar, I think you arrive at the same time as Elbereth. It's like the same time. It's one of those things where you both pull into a space, and then you can't decide who's going where.
No,
And
I
then-
get out of
and
the
then
Uber.
we're
I
like-
don't
Yeah.
drive myself.
We're like, oh hey, there's
I
Vang.
walk her. Better yet, no, I walk. I walked. So I was semi-close in the first place, but I have a tendency to walk most places, even if it's going to take me an extra half hour.
Did you run like 90% and then just walk the last 10% to look
Yeah,
cool?
just so I could get the sweat off. So I could cool off and pat myself down so it doesn't look like I walked.
I
Yeah,
hate him so much.
I absolutely ran. Yes.
Good. All right. Arthur, just pull in somewhere. I don't care where.
I wave.
There's someone in the spot.
Hi, move! Oh, for God's sakes, I'll take care of this.
I'm just standing out waiting.
I know. Okay, and I get out of the car.
Just looks over his shoulder,
Just like, I know, Elo. Just, I'll take care of it. Just
he
Please don't.
he just opens up
no,
his little holster for his machete.
no. Just don't kill him. I'll take care of it. I get out of the car, and I walk towards him.
Angmar.
Fuck.
Mhm.
And that's where we're gonna take our next break.
Oh,
Oh my God. Oh, okay. He's annoying, but I kind of love him already.
Yeah.
angry. I'm
Yeah,
so
he's
angry. We'll be right
I
back.
put 2 fucking weeks into this character.
What was that?
Angmar.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Neon Scream. I don't know why Jay thinks he can get me with those little like
One of these days.
critical role pokes. Like it's gonna work on me. It
The
don't.
oh no,
It
no,
don't.
no. This goes way back.
It
Better
don't.
find something.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. We return to Elbereth and Angmar's Porsche crossover trying to park.
I fucking hate you.
Agma! It's incredibly wonderful to see you again. Has it been what? 3, 4 months? I can't remember.
I can't either.
Why haven't you called?
I have been extremely busy. Why don't we walk inside and talk about this? How shall we?
That sounds wonderful. It's been... Oh, I feel upgraded.
Well, yes. What? Sure. Come on. Let's go inside and we'll talk about every thing that we've missed.
Wonderful. Elo! Oh, darling, it's good to see you.
Please, I don't want any hugs.
How's the wife?
I don't have
No.
a wife.
Oh, that's right. Did she die?
Sure.
Okay. Yes, Angma, do you have a coffee machine?
I'm sure we have something inside.
Could Elo be a dear and get me something?
move? I can't park.
Oh, yes, sorry, I was standing in the spot, wasn't I?
This
I
isn't
walked
where
in,
you
you know.
stand.
Very
This
good
is a-
for the heart.
Just get inside. I'll give you somebody to get you coffee. Arthur, park the fucking car.
Oh,
And I walk
always
inside.
a treasure, Angmar.
Right before he goes inside, we're
But
gonna get out
Whip,
of the
I
car.
can't park. He's in the street.
I have since walked out.
Yeah, I'm moving inside. I'm not paying attention to anything else.
What is Kit
I'll
doing?
park
Oh,
now.
we were getting out of the car before he parks it.
Oh yeah. Oh, Kit.
Hi, Bang.
Good to see you.
Hello. You too. You look amazing today.
Thank you, darling. It is absolutely a treasure to hear that from you.
Thank you.
I do make very, very careful notes about my appearance. Too many don't these days.
Okay.
You look sweet as ever. Did you get a haircut?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
A while ago.
It suits you.
It's like exact same thing. We just got like an inch off.
I walk in the door. I've already like kind of walked inside, and I've walked into the door where there's the main bay, and there's like some just frankly, some poor motherfucker has walked right up to me as I open the door, and I just fucking punch his lights out. Just
You get a, hey, just knock him unconscious.
Oh dear, that looks like it's
No,
going
no,
to
you're-
leave a mark.
You haven't. You're still outside. I just walked in.
Oh,
That's the
okay,
first
sorry,
thing. Yeah,
what's
yeah. No, you didn't see that. I punch his lights out,
I
and
think
then I
you can
look at
definitely hear Elo laughing.
Yeah.
Fair.
and then I look at like some other guy and I go, coffee, no. And then I walk into like a room, like a general purpose room with chairs and tables, like a meeting room essentially.
He's grumpy today.
Oh, I couldn't notice. You seem pretty normal.
What? Yeah. But he's grumpy again.
Oh, unfortunate.
Tell him his mask looks nice. It
Oh,
makes
I
him
will!
smile, he told me.
Oh, is he sensitive about that sort of thing?
We're not sure.
Oh, I wasn't sure either. But your concern is noted, dear Kit.
Okay.
Shall we?
Start walking in.
Yeah, I
Is
followed
it
Kit.
is it one of those things where
They're like,
has to like pick up his coat and like walk in like this? I have this
Maybe
kind
not
of
that
weird,
ridiculous, but he's got a little bit like kind of he'll straighten himself up.
like
a
you've
little.
got a cape, you know, you've got half.
I
your
mean,
coat
he's
open
got
like
a
this.
he's got a bit of a
Oh man.
A tail.
A tail to his jacket. Elbereth is in a constant state of slightly drunk. Yes.
The collective hangover would kill him if he did.
Yeah, absolutely.
How do you think you arrive, Siren?
So I will have contacted my my current sort of employers with Downlink, and they will have sent a car with, you know, a dark car, tinted windows, big grill on the front, all that kind of deal. And I'll be arriving in the back of one of those.
Okay.
I'm sorry, you roboted in the middle of that,
Yeah.
and it was
Sounded like
fine.
you were like,
Absolutely.
yeah, you
But
were
it was
like,
just
no,
so-
no. It just went big on the front, and we were like, yeah, okay, sure.
It's
I
sensitive,
heard
one of those-
it's
gorilla.
fine. You're a hacker.
I heard gorilla as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard gorilla. I know.
Gorilla.
I know. In my mind, I know it was supposed to be grill, but it still is better.
So
I
good.
absolutely do not arrive in a car with a gorilla on the front, please. But yeah, no.
Jaguar. I mean, what the hell?
The
a new
whole,
movie.
Yeah. No, the whole sort of tinted windows, big wheels kind of deal. And as I arrive, somebody will open the door to let me out.
Okay. Very much like a sort of nondescript service. You walk out. The warehouse in front of you. Sort of the general appearance is fairly nondescript, as well as being simultaneously grimy and sloppy. There's probably some gravel and shit around as you walk forward.
Oh, great.
It's like
Fine.
it's definitely like a this shithole again kind of attitude.
Yeah, so I'll make my way to the front door, open it, and see if I can find, see if I spot Angmar anywhere.
I'm in the meeting room.
You walk in, you can see there's somebody like on the ground, like with like a hand over their eye or something, and like they're just using the wall to like prop themselves up, like trying to pick themselves up. As they climb to their feet, like,
Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore them and stride on past. Has anybody seen Wimp?
the person that's like covering their eye just says, that way. Meeting
Thank
room.
you kindly. Just continue to walk on past. I open the door to the meeting room and go, "Is this my office, boss?"
I don't know. I'm not the boss here.
Siren, Everbreath, everyone else, sit down. We'll talk about it soon.
A pleasure to meet you. And I'm just gonna sit straight down in a chair and then just sort of focus forwards.
Absolutely a pleasure to meet you as well. You're not paying attention. Okay.
We're just gonna like coop up. How that? Is it Death Note? Do you know how L sits in Death Note? How it's
Oh,
like
yeah,
always
with
in a
his-
weird
like-
position. Yeah, like Kit always does something similar where it's like knees up and hooked under or like arm under. But we've always got the. So we're just doing that on a chair at the end of the table.
Everbreath.
Just through your mask, Erbris.
That's what your name sounds like when you say it when you've had just a little too much.
Just a bit. You would have noticed he'd pull out a flask from his jacket and pour something into the coffee.
Start the morning
Haven't
off right.
changed a bit.
No, why would I?
Uh,
Sorry, that was a bit
Siren-
loud.
Siren, this is Kit. Kit, this is Siren.
Hello.
Yes.
Okay.
Wonderful. Now,
Oh my god, these are gonna be the best interactions ever.
this is amazing.
We'll just turn and look at Angmar again.
I see this isn't going to be much of conversation starters for this particular group.
Have I ever been a conversationalist?
I thought you were. You have very
You-
strong opinions.
Mission! Right, we have a mission! Mission!
Yes!
Is Elo in the room? Or were you waiting outside?
That's up to Elo. I don't know.
Yeah, so I think that Elo's probably outside then.
I don't blame him.
I think if
Yep.
Elbereth is inside, Elo's outside.
Bitch.
Elbereth is, yeah. Okay. Right. So, introductions. Here's the deal. Since not all of you work together, this is Kit. Kit is our infiltrator. Kit is Kit. You'll get to know Kit very well very soon. Kit does wonderful things. Elbereth is a hunter.
Yes.
Specializes in gaining intel, getting information, and getting the job done quick and efficiently.
Absolutely.
Somewhat of a unique person joining us here, Siren. Siren is also from Downlink. One of the things that'll be a bit different for many of you here is that Siren does not directly answer to me. Siren was brought here from God knows where, I'm not informed,
That's for good reason.
but is a hacker and will be working with us on this mission, and potentially more after that, depending on how things work. The greater Downlink group has deemed it worthy of Siren's presence. We worked together before, and hopefully it goes as well as it did last time. Any questions?
Yes, you said that Kit was an infiltrator. If I'm going, I mean, we've worked slightly together, I think. Have you worked together, Kit?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Ah, yes. No, that's right. That's right. Sorry.
it's okay.
A Sensex job, Elbereth. I was there as well.
Yes, absolutely. The one with the was that the one with the VR?
No.
They don't do VR anymore. do
AR!
they? Ridiculous.
Yes, sorry. I'll stop interrupting.
Somehow I doubt that. But mission, let's get to it.
Please.
Says the man interrupting every 5 minutes.
Every 2, I'm counting.
Downlink.
Sorry.
Oh my god.
No, come on, you made her do it. You set her off.
It's so easy.
Oh my god.
All right, let's not.
Okay. Downlink has contacted me, and we're meant to do major damage to the reputation of Teslamazon and also Sensex. Siren here has an affinity for messing with people in AR, and well, maybe this is why Siren was brought in. So, one of the space elevators located in, let me check my notes here. I've actually removed it. What was the name of the place? I removed my
Boa Vista.
Boa Vista, thank you. The space elevator in Boa Vista, northern, what used to be Brazil, is going to be taking a large amount of Sensex streamers up the space elevator, and to be streaming from their trip to cross-promote with Teslamazon for whatever reason, we don't care. This is an opportunity for Downlink to do major damage to the reputation of both. We are given a plan B. If things don't work, we have high-grade explosives to simplify and take care of the issue
Don't
that
be
way if we
ridiculous.
choose.
Don't be ridiculous.
We don't need a plan B.
Why? You've not even heard Plan A yet. Oh dear.
Well, plan A is as follows. We need to infiltrate the space lift. And we need to make an accident happen. We want to place a firewall so that Teslamazon cannot access and disrupt our operations. Siren, this is where you come in. You'll be installing a firewall to make sure that they don't get in when we are in. We're going to make the space elevator... Well, we get to choose how the accident evolves. But the moral of the story is that whatever this accident is, it needs to be pinned on Teslamazon. Something needs to happen, and it needs to lead back to Teslamazon's errors, which ends up killing the Sensex streamers. In addition to that, with that firewall, not only are they not allowed to get in, they cannot turn the stream off. Any viewers that are watching must experience the death of all of the Sensex streamers, no matter how horrifying or gruesome it is. The worse, the better, frankly. On top of that, we need to get Lance and Lift space elevator credentials to make it in. It is one of the most highly guarded spots on the planet, including the other elevators, and we're going to need resources to get in and get through. If we do not have those, we will not make it. Aside from that, 0 hours, 1 week. We have plenty of time to prep for this, and we're going to need all of the help we can get. This is a massive operation. I have been informed that we will be given assistance from Downlink. Now, what that actual assistance is, I am unsure, but I have been told that it will happen. This operation does also pay very well, but secrecy is important. If anything leaks, if any information gets out, if I find out that somebody else knows of this, Uplink, Teslamazon, SenseX will be the least of your problems. I have been given absolute authority over this. And if you betray me, it will be the last thing you do. Am I clear?
Yeah.
As a puppy in a storm.
Yeah, boss.
A couple side notes to the operation. For Siren, to make this happen, we'll need to have purchased or rented or acquire a location in Boa Vista near the space elevator for Siren to operate. Siren won't be there on the elevator, but we'll need to be in relative proximity to it and have enough time and space to work. That is one of our earliest priorities at this time. Past that, we've got a hell of an operation to work through. So, questions?
Sorry, I just have a statement. This sounds exhilarating.
Nothing helpful, fella. Just, this is exhilarating. Is it?
It is! What's life without having a little fun?
Life.
That's true. I'll give you that small one. No, my question would be, when would you like me to go out? I could go tomorrow. Check it out. Look around. See what there is to see of the sights. How far away is that? Is it walking distance? What day is it of the week?
God.
Is it Tuesday?
The man doesn't know one. He can't count. Why?
Well, I can count. And listen here, you. I can count. I'm pretty sure.
Sorry, were you still
Siren.
I was thinking.
Siren, do you remember the operative we worked with named Ether? A man who was extremely talented, but, well,
Yes,
yeah.
I remember.
think of Elbreth in the same terms.
You absolutely do not want me to treat this man in the same terms. I assure you.
Listen, honey, I'm not into that sort of thing, so I'm sorry if that's what you're thinking.
God, you are horrendous. Where is my office?
It's probably down the hall to the right. I'm just guessing.
I look back at the door, even though Elo's not in here, because I'm thinking, how the fuck did he know that? And I'm like, did you tell? Kind of.
What are you looking for? I'm observant. That's my damn job.
Yeah, it's down the hall.
To the right. Yes.
Yes,
But no,
down.
seriously, if you'd like me to check it out tomorrow or the next day, I'm more than welcome and happy to.
Boa Vista is a long ways away.
Sure.
Once you leave here, it's probably going to be a flight or one hell of a drive, but if
How
you'd
far
like-
is it?
Uh,
How far is it?
I
mean-
sense a family holiday coming on.
I'm sorry, I've killed most of them.
Can we do a road trip?
I would love to. Would you like to join me?
Yes.
Oh, that sounds lovely. It's like father-son time, except I don't know what you are, and I don't know if I'm really fit to be a father.
We don't know either.
Oh, that's fair and acceptable.
It's a 3-hour drive and a 1-day drive or a 3-hour flight. No choice.
It's a bit too far to walk, I mean. I'd get there by the time the mission is done.
We can.
Cars are so drab.
I'm
Yes.
are Danlink not providing an aeroplane for this excursion?
That's a good question. Will they fly me out there and back back again?
This is unconfirmed at this time. I don't know.
Could you check?
Would you like me to go and? I'm quite happy to go and check if you're busy with these, meat sacks. I'll go make a call.
Go start working on your firewall.
Yes, boss.
I sense tension. I love tension. It usually ends in sex.
Elbreth,
Yes?
what we need you to do is this.
Hey, yes, I'm listening.
Unless you have any other skills in the current area, going to Boa Vista would not be the worst idea. Going there, scouting out areas for 2 purposes. Number 1, we need rotations for guards, for employees, and we need as much of a detailed map of the location as humanly possible. That's number 1. Number 2, we need a space for Siren. Shouldn't be too hard. I can call my people in Downlink there to see if we can find some sort of a small setup room for Siren for the event.
Yeah, call them first, just because that adds a little extra to my abilities. I can do it. It's going to be easier if I can focus in on one task, like a specific place, instead of multiple. But I can do it if you need me to, if your contacts are lacking.
Focus on the elevator, and I'll let you know if
Okay.
I need you to look for something else.
Wonderful, that's what I'll do.
Kit,
Mm-hmm.
would you like to go with Elbreth?
Yeah. We can do it.
I do love your company.
Thank you. We like yours as well.
Oh, you make me feel all warm inside.
Oh, and one other thing right before Siren walks out the door. One other thing.
Yes.
Is this
You
one
will-
of those like really awkward turns where you like put your hand on the doorknob and you can like see her sigh from behind and then she turns around?
Yes.
Yes.
That's what I'm picturing.
How can I help you?
For everyone here, there will be another operative joining us. I have not been informed of who or what they'll do, but apparently it's somebody of immense skill and talent. That's all I know at this time. Be prepared.
That's
What if they're
exciting.
Superhuman.
I'm guessing they're not superhuman.
No.
That's
Okay.
disappointing.
We could use one.
Yes, I think so. We could always use a god. Are they still around anymore?
Yes.
Oh, good. Elo, can I get some more coffee, please?
This is like as Siren is walking out the door, so the door is like partially open.
As that shout goes across, I'm gonna turn to Elo and sort of go, please, show me to my office. You'll find coffee somewhere else.
I don't work for either of you. I'm not getting coffee, and I'm not showing you nowhere.
Elo, lesser of two evils is standing in front of you. I suggest you take that one.
Please, sir, my office.
You just hear him like mutter under his breath, "Not an usher," and like starts to walk down the hallway. He doesn't even like motion towards you. He just walks down the hallway. There's a bunch of sort of like storage rooms with crates and things in them. He walks you to one of them that has like a desk and like the most bare bones kind of chair humanly imaginable. It's like the generic computer chair, you know, like that one.
Mhm.
The one
Yeah.
that has,
Oh.
yeah. Here you go.
The IKEA computer chair, low tier.
No. Less than that.
Like the $50 Amazon one.
No, that's what I'm
Not
talking. Like,
even.
oh,
$40. Yeah.
oh,
Thank you.
oh, like Costco 20 years ago. Oh, like
Yeah,
computer
yeah.
chair.
I appreciate it. Thanks.
Whatever.
So, do I notice that he has any kind of neural implant at all?
Oh, already? Wow.
It's like a fucking rogue in a
Give me
D&D
an
party,
assess.
like first session.
I think that this is definitely an assess as opposed to just like a general perception kind of thing.
Oh.
Because
Roll high, Siren.
That's all right. That's all right. No, we're getting him out the way. This is
First
the thing.
roll
if
the
I
character.
pick
Whoa.
shitty things to do now.
that's a
like,
2.
Uh-huh.
That is the minimum that you can roll.
Yeah.
Wait,
We're
sorry.
getting the shitty rolls out the way now.
Hold on. Voss rolled that, so that's an
Oh,
invalid
sorry.
roll.
Whoa, hey.
Uh,
All right.
No,
all
that
right.
would invalidate all of my
No.
rolls.
No, wait. That's okay. We can fix this. We can fix this. Hang on.
Yeah.
Nah. No. Wait. Shit.
You have to fix it at the bottom of your chat.
I'm
There's an
doing
as.
it. I'm doing it. There you go. All right. Right.
So you don't get to re-roll this.
Yeah, I do. No, I get to re-roll it as.
No.
Wrong DM.
No.
Wrong DM.
Oh, never
Didn't
mind.
help.
Wrong DM.
Never mind. Doesn't matter. Doesn't
No.
even fucking matter. Doesn't
No.
even fucking matter.
Can I delete this one? I want to like delete it just so like there's a
Just so there's an absolute like.
so there's an absolute ruling. No. No. You're not sure. He's you know, he gets you in and then like turns around before you can even kind of like really keep an eye on him. He's gone.
All right, I got you. Then I'm gonna sigh, sit to the desk, pull my deck out, pop the little screen up. And,
What does your deck look like?
So it's kind of it's kind of like, you know, like a skateboard tray, like a skateboard deck where they're flat with rounded edges and they come up at the sides.
Mhm.
So it looks similar to that in that it's got a little hollow screen towards the middle that just kind of like arcs upwards and out of it if I give it a little tap. And then there are two halves of keyboards either side up like that. So it's kind of like an ergonomic deck, as it were.
Yeah, it's got like it like parts and then it's got
It's-
little arms on it.
Yeah. So it splits out sideways like that so that I can type. And there's a little screen in the middle, but I imagine with my neural interface that I can interface with it in as well. So it's almost like a Norman Jaden that I have little UI everywhere going on the second that I boot it up.
Okay, sick.
Neat. So yeah, I'm gonna open that out, and I'm just gonna do a little test that I can still log into the downlink sort of network from here as well as I do back in my own office.
Okay. So you kind of just set up your usual kind of things. The chair definitely doesn't smell good, and it's generally uncomfortable. The padding, the butt padding is kind of gone already, and it's, it's not optimal for ergonomic posture.
That's fine. It doesn't matter. Once I'm logged in, that doesn't fucking matter a bar.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so otherwise the office around you has a few crates and things in it. It's pretty small, I think. It's definitely not a big office. It's a little bit bigger than the crates, the chair and the desk,
Sure.
It's maybe like, I don't know, say 10 feet by 15 foot kind of room, something like that.
Yeah, I'm pretty much in the mindset at this point that it absolutely doesn't matter what this office is like, because the second I can jack in, I'm much happier. It doesn't matter what anything else feels like, looks like, smells like. The second that I can jack into somewhere and just start moving around a bit freely, I'm going to be much happier and much more comfortable.
Okay. You've got a message for you that sort of just a text message, I think, that you've got sort of filtered. I think that you've got your sort of various bulletin boards and things kind of coded in such a way that it will send you like a text message that you have a sort of text decryption on. So like it says something obscure like the paper is white, and you've got like your little like decryption key or whatever you can like pull up, and it's just like, okay, what the fuck does this shit mean? And it's essentially it's from downlink higher ups, and it says things are in motion. Plans are underway. Things will change. The arc remains.
So I'll write a message back that reads something along the lines of my faith in you is unwavering for the arc.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna do some little practice runs, and I'm gonna sit and start trying to jack into the system that I'm currently in. Just little practice runs in and out, just to make sure that I'm comfortable and everything works. To be honest, that's probably going to make me feel a little bit more comfortable in this office, in this environment, and it's going to improve my mood after dealing with weird ass McHunter and quiet McCat cuddler. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
I'm really tired.
Weak, man. Weak.
Quiet McCat cuddler.
Come
That's
on.
pretty good.
That's a compliment.
I like
Okay.
you. You're fine.
So, yeah, back inside the meeting room. How's everything going down here?
I still want to know what my coffee is.
I say that out loud to myself.
Are you just like
trying to think of,
staring at the door? Like
I'm staring at my coffee cup. It's like, I want to know where it is. I announced I wanted it, and now it's not here.
You might have to go get it.
Oh, that's fine. Angmar, where's the closest coffee machine? I thought you had people that did that, but if you don't, that's fine.
I get up and leave.
I don't know if that's an answer that he's getting me. Is he getting me more coffee?
No.
No.
It's downstairs in the break room.
Oh, wonderful! And I head directly there.
and that's where we're gonna end the session today, I think.
Yeah.
This group is fucked, dude. This fucking. And Mav comes back next week. Like, her
Holy
character is
shit.
just gonna be fucking.
This new fucking character
oh,
flow thing that's happening
I
is.
still love the.
I'm so fucking ready
the-
for this shit.
Hello. Yes. Okay.
I am all over this. This is great.
Oh man, this is great. Good.
Yeah.
Good fucking good.
Good job,
characters,
everybody.
guys.
Good
I
job.
love 'em.
Good session.
Yeah.
Introduction to new characters complete. And yeah, good job. Let's go
Minus
around.
one.
Let's do some shout outs about anything you want to talk about. Let's start off with Pip.
Hi, my name is Tiny Pixels. You guys can call me Pip. I'm a variety broadcaster. I broadcast weekdays and one day on the weekend. This weekend, we are working on two things. One is Magic the Gathering Arena just came out, so we're doing some Magic the Gathering content thanks to the guys at Wizards of the Coast. Also, we are recording our first ever ASMR sub reward where I'm going to be reading "Go the Fuck to Sleep" in my ASMR voice. So subs, guys, head on over to the Discord to catch that. The other thing is the other announcement that I need to make is that Softly Spoken Sunless Sea is most definitely coming back. If you guys enjoy storytelling and things, we're going to be playing some Sunless Sea, not quite ASMR, but very softly spoken, very chill, very quiet for you guys to lurk away to, work away to, and catch a nap if you guys need to. So those are the things that are happening this week. Thank you so much for supporting my return to streaming. I've really appreciated it. And thank you to these guys for playing alongside me because I have so much fun every Friday. It is worth staying up until stupid o'clock for. I love you guys so much. Thank you kindly.
My heart's all warm now.
Good.
Oh.
Gee.
Good.
Wow. Shit. That was awesome episode. Yeah, I don't really have too much other than if you guys are here from my channel, I have no stream tomorrow. I'm gonna be all over the place doing real adult things, but I'm gonna be out of the house for a whole day.
Are there going to be lots of deck pictures being taken? These adult things?
I'm
You
gonna
look
have
at
to
some
build
decks.
one now.
I might be on a deck or two.
I might
Yeah,
actually have
yeah.
to build a deck
You're gonna-
now.
You
stand
definitely
on
have to build a
someone's
deck.
Right?
Yeah.
You don't have an option.
Make sure it's got that +2 hardening though.
It's
Yeah.
only
It's only
got
+1.
my deck's only got +1 hardening.
Remember, it's only
Oh,
a performance
fuck.
deck.
It's
Yeah.
+1 hardening, but I get 2 stealth and I can add another 2 stealth to it. So
That's kind of feels like where my life went. Genetics wise, yeah. Me too, buddy. Me too.
But Sunday is POS at Dan's place. We're gonna try something a little different for POS on Sunday, so make sure you guys tune in. If you guys don't know what POS is, it's a show called Players on Strike with me and Dan. We do this 3 times a month. We play all sorts of games that are just they're games. They're games. They're
Okay.
games.
Yep.
Like Superman 64 and Muppet Silent Adventure, whatever. Where's Waldo and those games. And Zelda for the CDI. That was interesting. Anyway, so that's happening Sunday, and then Monday is back to Bloodborne. I still haven't finished Bloodborne yet, but we're cranking through it. Cranking
on
through it. There you go.
100% that, right?
Fuck you.
He's not even doing the DLC.
What?
Oh, what?
Because
some of
I am
the
not
DLC
even like
points.
I am not even halfway through, and it's been a month and a half, maybe 2.
Goobers. One day, we're gonna sit down for a stream, and we are going to race each other through a Souls game.
Oh my
One day.
god.
I want
Yeah.
that so
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, one day.
Oh,
Do like a marathon, just finish it.
It would just be through one game, just one stream, beat the game.
I want that so much. I will cancel my stream for that. Like that's
I will
easy.
stay up to watch
The
that.
Yeah.
Souls game, just like
Done.
Which one haven't you played?
What?
Which one
Fucking
haven't you
done.
played?
Have I not played?
He
I have
hasn't
not
played
played
three.
three. If for
Oh.
3 would be for my channel. It's like
yeah.
sacred.
I
Did you
would
play
say
Demon Souls?
1 or 2. Do 1 or 2 for the race.
2? Oh.
Do
We do
2,
too.
but do vanilla 2. Don't do scholar 2 because it gives you guys an actual chance.
Scholar. Wait, wasn't Scholar better?
Wait, Scholar?
Scholar's harder though.
Scholar the first sin.
It's harder,
Oh,
but it
I
gives you some-
crushed Scholar.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
Scholar's fine.
I
Scholar gives you
destroyed
some
it.
ease of access or like.
I'm like, if you're
easy
having
life.
problems with Bloodborne though, like,
It's
okay.
complicated. There are reasons why it takes a while, but
That's all right. You take the time you need, baby.
it's
like
You
you know, it
complicated.
wouldn't hurt if I had a proper targeting system. That
It's
you know.
complicated. You know, like those
It's
those
fine.
chalkboards
It's fine.
in universities where like they can pull over 5 and there's still more chalkboards to slide over. I imagine he could fill up like 19 of those with just rantings about Bloodborne. Sit us all down in a fucking auditorium with a 10-foot long stick and be like,
All right,
Section 1! Like,
this is the 3-hour lecture. Part 1 of 27. Let's go.
fucking goobers, man.
Oh god.
That's Monday. Go team.
Excellent. Dan?
Good.
Hi, I'm Domestic Dan.
Oh,
No, Domestic Dan. Hi. After this, I'll be streaming Pirates of Sea of. I was about to say Pirates of the Caribbean, which isn't true.
Pirates
but
of Penzance.
Pirates of Penzance. No, there's gonna be 2 Dans, 1 pirate going on. 2 Dans, 1 ship. Just after this stream.
Arby?
Yeah, Arby.
Nice.
Robin Dan's going to be joining me. We're going to be streaming some Sea of Thieves after this because I have 1 more week of it free, so I might as well use it.
Yep.
And yeah, POS, my place, and we already said it on stream. We will be playing the Neverhood, provided that I can get it working.
Yeah, that's right. Sorry.
Which is a game older than Jay. So
That's why I don't know
It's
it.
like 95% of games.
All right, Whack, I see you. You fucking
Sorry, I'm
salty,
not older than 95%.
grimy
You
old
got the better end of the
man.
deal, Jay.
Whack is
So yeah, POS Sunday, that tonight. I'm doing an early stream tomorrow for pressure cooked cheesecake. And yeah. I'm Elbereth Vang, Mr. Vang on
Pressure
Error
cooked
breath.
cheesecake is my hacker name.
Error Breath.
Error breath.
Error Breath.
Yeah, I'm Wacksteven. I'm the GM of Doom. I thank you guys as always, chat, for being wonderful. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for being wonderful. Thank you for participating. Thank you for the fan art. Much love. We love you guys. Thank you so much. You're fantastic, and you help motivate us every week to enjoy coming to the show, and your presence here is greatly appreciated, and we love you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Pip. Thank you, Goobers, for being wonderful role players. I appreciate you. If you guys like what happened here, please make sure you follow all these wonderful people. If you haven't done so already, they deserve it. Follows are free.
And go follow Whack for the love of God.
As far as stuff going on with me, I'm doing a playthrough of Final Fantasy 12, which Final Fantasy 12 is like my favorite Final Fantasy.
It's good.
Oh, no
It's
way.
really
fun to
it's
watch.
different,
by
but
the
it's
way.
good.
Yeah, and I gotta say that the PC release, they've added trial mode, which is fucking insane. They've basically taken it, like all the crazy monsters and stuff in the game, and thrown them into like weird combinations. If you played the Final Fantasy VII Arena, it's kind of like that, but there's 100 levels of it that get progressively harder. It gets progressively harder. You can take your characters from your main story game and play them in the trial mode. So once you're done with trial mode, and it's incredibly hard, by the way, once you get up to a certain point. You take that save, and you can either continue in trial mode, you can play it more and try and beat it, or you can take the save back into your story mode where you were, and if you stole anything or if you got any cool rewards or license points, that's applied to your story mode.
Oh, that's super cool.
It's super cool. The trial mode is insane.
That's
it's
good.
Insane.
Because you tweeted
It's
out that
one
it
of
was
the
like
coolest
easy,
things
right?
I've ever done in Final Fantasy. It's fucking unbelievable. You actually, I was at level 50 when I started, and I got up to stage 80 in trial mode out of 100. So it's the equivalent of about 30 levels higher, and it was fucking nuts. I had so many crazy fights. So it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we got Warp tomorrow, 2 p.m. Sunday, TableStory, 7th Eon, 2 p.m. Eastern. It's going great. We're having a ton of fun. Monday, The Nameless Ones, episode 1 for real, starts on Monday, assuming Brad stops dying.
Yeah, right.
Which would be great. Brad has the death flu, so make sure that you go.
That's a
tweet him.
bad one, right?
Rest in peace, Brad.
Tweet him Logan Paul memes to heal him up.
Oh, you're an ass.
And Wednesday we got Dustveil at 4 p.m. Eastern. Thursday we got Ilios at 4 p.m. Eastern, and we'll see you guys hopefully back here on Friday. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks so much for watching, guys. Make sure to go join our Discord and go sub to the YouTube for the other shows too. And we'll see you guys next Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks so much for watching. And thank you, as always. Thank you, as always, Wack, for DMing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The best.
thank you.
No problem.
No way.